My favorite part about this time of year is that freaking everything sells. And today's a great example of it. We have 6 sales going out the door today. I have a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater. I have a heavy plaid shirt from Ralph Lauren. I have a long sleeve polo shirt. I have Brooks Brothers corduroys. I have shorts from a pair from Rhone and a pair from Adidas. So we're selling shorts and we're selling sweaters and corduroys and long sleeve shirts. I love this time of year. It is here. It's arriving. I will say this is also the time of year where I tend to have like way up and down sales. So a day with like 6 sales followed by a day with 2 sales. That's kind of like what this time of year is for me too. So this is one of the up days, but it tends to be a little bit all over the place for me. If this year is anything like previous years. Let me get this thing set up here right quick. Hope everyone's having a good start to their day. It is Friday. I think you already know that, but I'm just reminding you. All right, we are all set. Awesome sales. Yeah, I'm excited. A couple rolled. It was a pretty good day, and then a couple rolled in overnight. So now it's just all good. But I love that. I love the all over the map stuff. Sweaters, long sleeves, corduroys, which are just staple fall items, and then a couple pairs of shorts. That's what's great about September. It all sells. I sell more on Thursday and Friday payday, maybe. Historically, I used to sell a lot more Friday, Saturday, and Sunday than I did during the week. Like those 3 days would be like 60% of my sales. And then the other 4 days would be like 40% of my sales. But that trend hasn't held as true, I'd say, for like the last year or so. It's been a little bit different. It's been more spread out across the week. I have random good Mondays, random good Tuesdays. I'm getting my fall items listed today. Yes, Jen. I'm at Goodwill grand opening. 200 people in line already. Nice. Where's that grand opening? 200 people. It sounds like a mob scene. Afternoon. Mother Nature shows back for more today. Chemo's back. Appreciate having y'all. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. It means a lot to me. It makes my day a lot more fun. I'm getting my fall listed. I sell more on Monday. What did I miss here? Good morning, Tina. I appreciate the reminder because when I was in line at Dunkin' Donuts, I thought it was Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Tay-Tay's still on hump day. Thanks, Brienne. Keo's in the house. Leslie's in the house. What's up? Happy Friday. Thanks, Brienne. Appreciate that. Tropical Flipper, thank you so much for the heart me. Thrifty Duckies, Jen is in the house. Jen's up early. Stopping in to say good morning. I appreciate that. Jessica, thank you. Good morning, Laura, Jesse. Hannah's mom is in the house. Hello to Hannah's mom and to Hannah. Marlo's here. Good morning. Missy Carver. Boy, I missed a lot of people. Raphael's in the house. Only 103 degrees, Nick Smith. We're almost catching you. We're going to be 91 degrees today in Asheville. 75 right now. Our low is 66. Our high is going to be 91. Probably only maybe somewhere around like the 4th day in the 90s this year so far, maybe the 5th day. We don't get a lot of 90s. So the fact that we're getting it on August the 25th is a little bit strange. I just sold a ceramic shoe. I paid 50. I don't know what 50p is in a charity shop. Maybe half a pound. Is that what that is? It's okay. Profit of 481. It's okay money. A ceramic shoe? That's interesting. Very cool. Nice find, nice flip. I love when y'all share your finds and flips with me. Thanks so much, especially when it's coming from London, from our friend Mother Nature Show, our new friend. 104 here in Texarkana. 104 already, or that's going to be the high. My friend is headed to Asheville for the weekend. I'm jealous. Nice. What's your friend up to? Katie, by the way. I'm curious. What are people who are coming to town? What are they getting into? What's the plans? Almost 100 in Georgia. Get out of here with that stuff. Thank you, Big E, with the heart me. I guess we're all doing that. What's the high temperature in your neck of the woods today? I'm curious. Everyone's sharing it, so it's got to be hot. Thrifty Duckies, thank you so much for the gifts, the chills. I appreciate the 2 chills, and it's okay if you master how to make money work. Don't matter how little. That's right. Yeah, I mean, if you're making money and you're having fun, you're winning. 96 here, Monday 101. Deal Dishing Mom, where are you at that it's 96 and Monday 101? That's not fair. 100 degrees in southern Indiana, 100 in Columbia. Man, 75 in the Hamptons. I'll take that. 93 in Iowa. That feels like unseasonably hot. Finally a little cool down. We've been roasting. That's cool for you? Jeez, oh my gosh. It's reunion with her college friends. Really cool. Really cool. I wonder, did they go to school out here, or is it just like the destination that they happen to choose? Did they go to like UNCA or one of these schools? 88 in central Pennsylvania, high 93, 110 heat index. No. 57 here, high of 63. Turtle Cam, remind me where you're at again. We all want that 57 right now with a high of 63. I want that. Give me a sweater. Give me a flannel. We'll get to 100 here in Plant City. Oh man, with that humidity, that's gotta feel like you're in like a sauna. Ugh. Jeez. What's the I guess you have to give us the Celsius Mother Nature show. What's the Celsius? I'll have to do the conversion. It's 21 here, and you're in London, right? Let's see. 21 Celsius. Oops. That's not that hot though, right? That's kind of 69.8 degrees. It gets hot here. 110 a lot. Eek. And where is that? Oh, Central California. Gotcha. Okay. Man, that's really hot. 21. Yeah, 69.8 is 21. Big Northwoods of Maine. Gotcha. My low temps are back in the 70s. That means fall. There you go. Get you a sweater, Nick Smith. They went to Virginia Tech. I think one of our friends just lives in Asheville. Cool. VTech, not too far up the road. Man, that's crazy. 97 down in Greenville. That's funny. I mean, you're only like door to door, like 55 minutes from me, Sicilian Soap Queen, and you're going to be 6 degrees higher. It's just because you drop all that elevation driving down the shelf there. Are you new to Andrews, North Carolina? I don't know where Andrews is. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. So where's Andrews in relation to that? I'm not really sure. 69 is the perfect temperature. Yeah, that's like room temperature, right? I like 40s, I like 50s, I like 60s. I like a nice chill in the air. 15-minute storm blew through yesterday, and we lost power for an hour or two, but at least we finally got some rain. There you go. And you're in South Texas, right? Like Houston. That's the hottest it gets here. 21. That's the hottest it gets. I went to Ireland one time. I know you're not in Ireland, but it's a similar area. And it was like, Kim and I went there. It was like 90 degrees there in June.
I need coffee.
Huh?
I need coffee.
Oh, yeah. What do you want? Light or medium?
Medium.
Medium. That'll be $15. Actually, hold on. Let me. For cash, but I'll take Venmo or PayPal. Just let me know. Good morning, Tasha. Yeah, I am from Ireland. Yeah, they said it was like, this was like 20, what was this, like 2011 or 2000, it might have been 2009. It was a long freaking time ago, but we went there in like early June, and they were getting high 80s, low 90s, and people there were like, they were losing their minds. They were like, it never gets this hot. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it was like 30 something. I'm an hour and 45 minutes. A friend just bought a brewery and moved there. I'm not familiar with North Carolina. Gotcha. A friend bought a brewery and moved there. What brewery did your friend buy? Now I have to look this up. Now I'm fascinated. Andrews, North Carolina. I've never even heard of it. Oh, wow. That's way out there. That's almost Murphy. That's like the bottom little sliver corner, like southwest, like way down in the sliver, the furthest out town before you hit it's right at the corner of Georgia and Tennessee, little like 3-corner there. Murphy is the farthest point. Andrews is the last town on 74 before you get to Murphy. What brewery did he buy? Happy Trout Brewing Company? I'm going to have to make a trip out there. I've never been out there that far. Kim and I were talking about that. I haven't been past Bryson City, which is on the other side of Andrews. It's up northeast of Andrews. So it's called Happy Trout Brewing. Let's go. Happy Trout Brewing. Appropriate name for that area too. When I brought up the picture of Andrew, or the Google Maps of Andrews, the photo that showed up is a river, which might be the Pigeon. I'll have to look that up. Happy Trout Brewing. Looks like there's a little downtown. There's a little winery, Sage Elevated Dining, Snowbird Mountains Brewery. Snowbird Mountains Brewery across the street. Okay, a little downtown. What's the river there? Is that the Pigeon? It's not going to tell me. Valley River. Is that what it's called? Never even heard of that. There's a river right through town. Hoppy. Oh yeah, it is Hoppy. It showed up either way. I'm out of coffee too. Oh my gosh, we got to get you Hip Flippin' Mama. Hey, Hip Flippin' Mama, were you asking me about the 4XL shirts? Was that you that asked about that? I forgot to get back to you on that. Hope you're doing well, Hip Flippin' Mama. The hippest, the flippest. Kelly is in the house. Oh, I've always wanted to go there. It's cold. Oh, I've always wanted to go there. It's cold. Where's cold? Where's cold? I might have missed which we were talking about. We might have moved on from it. No. Okay. I forgot who was asking about it. I know you got some big boy sons, so I thought it might have been you. Somebody was asking me about 4XL shirts, and I told them I'd get back to them, and then I forgot who it was. New brewery in Columbia. Nice. Ireland. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It tends to be cool there. Absolutely. Wild River Coffee Company. Wild River Coffee Company. Dalton's asking me to look. Am I supposed to look that one up? Wild River Coffee. I kind of like coffee. By the way, we're talking about coffee. If you're out of coffee, if you're low on coffee, yesterday was coffee roasting day. So we got fresh coffee. We have fresh medium roast, fresh light roast, just roasted and delivered to me yesterday. I missed Todd. I was out thrifting, but I appreciate Todd delivering that fresh coffee. Wild River Coffee Company. Doesn't show up on my Google Maps. Was it Nurse Flippin' Kim? It might have been. Yeah. You have reselling orders today. I do. I have 6 orders going out the door. Sweaters, corduroys, shorts, long sleeve plaid shirts. Wild River Coffee Co. We source the highest quality beans from around the world and roast them here in the USA. Really pretty website. I like their merch too. It's all single origin coffee. Looks good. Looks like good stuff. Roasted fresh here in the USA. They don't tell me where they are. It just says in the USA. Where the heck is this place located? You are reselling orders today? No. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Just trying to get going this morning. There was not a lot of opportunity. I left Ireland 20 years ago. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, then you probably missed out. Didn't they call it? Well, let's see. 20 years ago, they called it like the Celtic Bowl, right? Like there was this whole like 10-year span of time where the economy just went crazy, and they got a lot of new companies. Even a bunch of American companies were moving out there because there was some tax advantages to doing so. And like. The economy grew like crazy, particularly out in the Dublin area. But maybe you missed some of that. Like you probably moved right in the middle of that or before that. The Celtic Tiger, is that what they called it? But yeah, right. Do I get my story straight? Like it just went crazy for like 10 years, like crazy growth, a lot of wealth. Like Irish people started getting rich for the first time. There was big companies moving into town with high paying jobs, stuff like that was happening. But I'm sure that wasn't happening across the country, especially not in the western part of the country, but more on the eastern, Dublin area. Thanks everyone for tapping the screen. Appreciate that. 1.88K likes on TikTok. Thank you. If you haven't liked this live stream or subscribed on either TikTok or Facebook, I would appreciate that too. And drop a hello down below in the chat if you haven't said good morning yet. Love to see who's hanging out. And if you're watching the recording, remember these are the recordings are available on Facebook and YouTube too. So if you missed part of this or you want to go back and see something like, what did he say about that? You can always see these recordings on Facebook and YouTube. It's Chris at Peak on all sites. if you need some coffee, just click on my name right above on TikTok, or if you're on Facebook or YouTube, there's a link down below. Just go to chris@peak.com, get you some coffee, get you a merch t-shirt, and we'll ship out those orders. If you order during the live, we'll ship them out during the live with a big dose of gratitude, and you'll skip the line. You know the drill. The coffee is fair trade. It's organic. It's delicious. And I'm drinking some right now. This is the medium roast. I brewed it in the French press yesterday and then put it in the refrigerator. And now it's iced coffee today with a little bit of oat milk. Banks were throwing around money at everyone. If you wanted a loan, $5,000, they would say take 20, and then it all went to crap. Oh, okay. I didn't catch the tail end of it. When we were there, I think it was 2009, 2010. I have to double check my stats there, but they were kind of like on the tail end of like that 10-year boom. But I hadn't seen like the downturn after that. Of course, there was the recession the worldwide recession that happened. I guess that started in, what year was that now? Gosh, it feels like so long ago. I guess that was 2008 when that started. You know what? We were there in 2007. That's what it was. And then 2008 was that big worldwide economic downturn. I'm sorry, I meant Memphis. Has anyone been able to get customer service on Mercari? Yeah, I emailed them. They usually get back fairly quickly. By fairly quickly, I mean like within 24 hours, I usually hear back from Mercari when I used to do business with them. Yes, 2008. Yep. You need to get yourself a high chair to sit there. No, I like standing. Have you figured out how to? Oh my gosh, Biggie. Good morning, Sister Stephanie. You need to get yourself a high chair. Thanks for throwing. We got London in the house. We got Oklahoma in the house. Let me know where you're joining from. Do we have all 50 states represented? I don't think so. We got 57 people on YouTube, or 57 on TikTok, 11 between Facebook and YouTube. Do we have all 50 states represented? Let me know what state you're joining from. 10 on YouTube, 1 on Facebook. Not finding where to find an email for them. Mercari. If I find this within 2 seconds, Thrifty Duckies, Jen, if I find this within 2 seconds, I'm going to freak out. I found that within 4 seconds. I'm going to freak out. Jen, are you serious right now? I went to Mercari on the desktop. I clicked on the top right. There's like a drop down. Oh, this is such a dumb site. There's a drop down. When I click on my logo, I go down I scroll down near the bottom of that drop down. It says Help Center. I click on Help Center because you need help. That's what I would click on. Then from there, I scroll down a little bit, most of the way down the page, and there says need more help, contact us. And there's a little link right there. You're in here sending all these messages, asking for help, saying you can't find it. And all you had to do was that. I will buy another tote bag. Good morning, Trisha Smith. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's way too early. It is early out in your neck of the woods. You're on West Coast time, Sister Steph. So 6:54 out there. Virginia here, Pendleton. Nice. Nobody's telling us what state they're from. Oh yeah, Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Missouri. We were distracted by Jen's ridiculous question. Texas, Nebraska. Good morning, Trisha. We got an order for Trisha. Let's ship that out. Michigan here, Georgia in the house. Did you figure that out? Thrifty Duckies, Jen? Did you figure it out? It took me 4 seconds, I think, maybe 5. All right, we got something going out to Trish and Trisha's daughter. Trisha's daughter's name is Mara, right? It's Mara. We found this at the thrift store yesterday. I'm always on the lookout for Mara. It's Mara, right? What's up, brother? Just missed the tornadoes tonight. Oh, I hope nobody got tornadoes. That sucks. Monster Joe's in the house. Michigan here, Georgia. So this is going out to Georgia. On the back, it says the panda. I don't know anything about this. I'm on the lookout for cartoon shirts, cartoon t-shirts. We got a hoodie piece right here. A little kangaroo hoodie. I think it's going out. I think it's Mara. It's Trisha's daughter's name. Is this anyway, we'll get this out. She's not answering us. I work in a bar here, so late nights. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess it is late, right? You're 6 hours ahead of us. So 6 hours, right? So 10, it's 4 p.m. there, or 1600. Tornadoes last night all around us here in Michigan. We were lucky and still have power. 500,000 without power across Michigan. Really? Man, that's weird. Tornadoes in Michigan? I don't feel like that's probably a common thing up there. I've never been to Michigan, but I don't think tornadoes are common. New brand to wear. Yada golf polos and crazy patterns. Good sell-through around 30 to 40. Interesting. Those Yada golf polos, I thought that was a like a low-priced brand that I see a lot at Marshall's. Is that right? Yada? I didn't think that was like a high-end brand. Am I wrong? Apparently I am. 2:56 p.m. there. 10. So you're 5 hours ahead. Got it. They get tornadoes every year, just like Ohio, typical Midwest. Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know that. Tornadoes are part of daily life here. Yeah, Oklahoma. We had one a few years ago. Callie says, I'm watching from Asheville, North Carolina. Go app. Nice, McCrae. What's up, McCrae? I know where you're watching from, brother. Thanks for jumping in to the chat. It was good to meet you yesterday. That was fun. Good, clean fun. All right, we'll get this out to Trisha. Thanks, Trisha. Thanks, Mara. Trisha was in the chat. Now she's gone. It's actually coming-ish. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's okay. Sorry to hear about tornadoes. That's no fun. I understand the time it took for photos, measuring, description, etc. Any tips to make it faster? I mean, how to make it faster? I don't know. I guess I'd have to know your baseline. Like, how are you doing your photos right now? Are you using an iPhone? Are you using AirDrop to go to your computer? How are you doing your listing? It's hard for me to give you tips when I don't know kind of where you're at. You know what I mean? I don't want to insult you by, did you meet a fan thrifting yesterday? I met a buddy. Yada's $39 brand new. That's what Marla is saying. Nick Smith, help us out over there. $390 for sale, $350 sold. 30 to 40. So you're getting 30 to 40. Are those new or used? Because Marlo's over here saying, yo, Nick, those are freaking $39 brand new, bro. Nick's usually smart, but I don't know about, I'm questioning this one. I've learned not to question. So Trisha's not here, so we're not going to ship her order. She just popped in. We're not going to ship her order. We're going to ship somebody else's order. All right. Let's go to John. John's an eBay order. He ordered himself a nice fall piece right here. We got fall stuff. We got, oh, this isn't. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong order out there. I did. We'll have to skip that one too. I grabbed the wrong piece. Crap. All right, Ralph Lauren. We sold plaid shirt on Poshmark. Ralph Lauren to Gordon. Thank you, Gordon. Nice heavy cotton shirt. Not quite flannel, but it's a heavy Ralph Lauren. Definitely fall vibes on this piece right here. That's on Poshmark. That's going to go in one of these tie-back envelopes. But if someone will buy a glass high heel shoe off me, they will buy anything. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what people buy on eBay for sure. A glass high heeled shoe. It's a funny sale. Thanks, Gordon. Appreciate you. Everyone gets a handwritten note. No worries, man. I'm taking pics on my phone and listing on my phone. Okay. So one thing that you might do that might help you out, and it's something that I've done, I don't know, for years, forever, is do you do sell similars? I'm assuming you're talking about eBay. Do you do sell similar? So do you use a current listing and hit sell similar? Because when you do that, your entire listing description from the last one will copy over to your new one. So then all you got to do is change a couple things, like change like the size and change the measurements, and it will copy over all the item specifics and all that too. If you're listing a similar item, a lot of those specifics are going to be the same. Like if it was a plaid shirt and you're listing another plaid shirt, it will say pattern plaid. You see what I mean? So let me know, do you do that already? Not on PC currently. I only have an iPad and it's being done. I'll figure it out. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know how to do it on iPad. I don't have an iPad. Found G4 long sleeve yesterday at TJ Maxx. Nice find. I found some G4 at TJ Maxx maybe 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago. I was pretty pumped. That's a great find. Let me know, fried bologna. If someone was I already got that one. Interesting. At $40 on Walmart website. So you're telling me you're confirming that they're $40 on Walmart website, but you're selling them for $30 to $40 used? Man, that's wild. That's like really, really strange. Do you list on your phone, or is it better to take pics with your phone and transfer it to the computer? I list from my computer. I'm not going to tell anyone else what's the better way to do it. I can only tell you the way that I do it. And I airdrop from my iPhone to my Mac, just all the photos that I just took, and I list from my desktop. That's how I do it. Sorry, I missed what you said. If you were speaking to me, yes. That's classic fried bologna. You ask a question and then you don't listen for the answer. I know how it works. I get it. This one's going out to Gordon. I was suggesting that maybe if you aren't already doing it, you should use the sell similar feature on eBay. So if I was listing a Ralph Lauren plaid shirt like this, all I do is I go to another plaid shirt, and ideally a Ralph Lauren plaid shirt, and I hit sell similar, and it copies all the item description, all the item specifics into that new listing. So it makes it, I don't really have to change much from that listing to the next one. But we'll repeat it again if you're just asking questions and then running away. Hey, Casey, I look for the most recently sold, and I use that one. So you copy somebody else's listing, or you copy your own listing? You inspired me to get a standing desk life changer. Nice. You can do that on Poshmark too. I use Google Lens to find listings and then start there. Nice. I do everything on my phone. Nice. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. There's different ways to do it. Go Mountaineers. It's right. App State. Great tip. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's every single listing I do is a sell similar of my own listing, because it copies over all my description and all my item details, right? Because somebody else's description isn't going to help me, and it actually doesn't copy over their description, but it will leave that area blank for you. But all their item specifics might be different than what I do in my item specifics. So I copy my own items, and that saves me a ton of time. Did you get a new mic yesterday? Hulk smash, old one. We'll see. Wow, great tips. Someone else's. Go Mountaineers. You ever had a package not track or get lost? Yeah, it happens. It's like not very often though. It might happen like once a year type of thing. It's not very frequent. It's very, very uncommon for me, in my experience. What in the world? I swear my iMusic just opens up on its own, like it has a mind of its own. I don't know how it just opens up. Is it the same there? I don't print labels, just bring my phone to the shop and they scan a code on the labels and make a machine. Yeah, you can do that here too, but I just put my packages out front, and USPS picks up my packages every morning, so I don't have to go anywhere. I just had one this week, hoping it arrives to buyer. It might still arrive to the buyer. Sometimes they just got to be patient, where it gets marked as delivered. It went to the neighbor's house instead of their house. The neighbor's like, oh crap, this isn't for us. So they give it back to the postal worker the following day. The postal worker grabs that item and then brings it over to you a day after that, or to the other, you get the idea. So sometimes it just takes a day or two to sort it all out, or a couple days. Parcels go missing all the time here. Yeah, we don't really have that. USPS is pretty dialed, for as much as people want to talk smack about it. It's pretty reliable. All right. Next order on Poshmark is another kind of fallish piece. I should have saved this for this Tuesday's Whatnot show, because I'm going to have a bunch of college football related stuff to celebrate kicking off September. My next show is Tuesday the 29th, this coming Tuesday. It's almost September, and it's college football season is kicking off, so I have a whole bunch of college pieces that we're going to go in this next Whatnot. It's not all college pieces. I'll have like 55 items, like maybe 8 of them will be college pieces, but we'll also have a whole bunch of flannels to kick off September too. But we'll have a little bit of everything, because September is about flannels and sweaters and college football, but it's also about shorts in polos and t-shirts and that sort of thing too. So we'll have a little bit of both. That's the beauty of September. It's all the things. All right, going out on Poshmark is this Under Armour size XL South Carolina Gamecocks. Right down the street in Columbia, South Carolina. This is going out to Evan. Thank you, Evan. This sold on a best offer of $20. Buyer pays shipping. I think I had it listed for $24. It's a long sleeve polo. And that's an important thing to note. Excuse me. Long sleeve polos tend to have higher sell-through rates than their short sleeve brothers and sisters, only because there's a lot lower supply of them. There's just there's fewer of them out there in the world. So you tend to have a higher sell-through rate on those. One time I looked it up, the difference between a short sleeve FootJoy golf polo and a long sleeve, I think the sell-through rate on the short sleeves was 50% sell-through rate. And the sell-through rate on the long sleeves was 200%. Just crazy, crazy difference. And you can look that up for different brands. It's probably worth your time to do that. But long sleeve golf polos do really, really well for me. They tend to sell a lot faster. This one sold, I listed it Saturday and it sold this morning. It sold Friday. So it took 7 days to sell. Basically 6 days to sell, 7 days to sell. Buyer paid $20. I paid $5 after fees and cost of goods and everything. I ended up with an $11 profit. $11 profit, and it took all of 7 days. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Laurel Creek. I appreciate that. How do you estimate sell-through rate? You look up and there's multiple different ways to do it, but the way that I do it is I go on eBay and I look up the total number listed for that item. So say that total number listed is 100. Then I sort the search results for sold, and I look at how many are sold. So if there's also 100 sold and 100 listed of that item, then that's 100% sell-through rate, and that's a 90-day sell-through rate. So 100% sell-through rate, 90 days. That's how I do it. You look at the number sold and the number currently listed, and you divide the two. You're welcome, Annie. I would have liked to hang out longer and pay more attention. I was just so busy yesterday, running around, but I was like kind of popping in and out. I'm 49 years old and will always giggle at Gamecocks 100%. How do you determine sell-through rate? We got that. Any? No, I don't think I have any Georgia, which is interesting. A lot of Southeast teams. I got a lot of LSU, Clemson. What else do we have? West Virginia. Yeah, I don't think any Georgia. What's up, Frenchie? Appreciate the gifts. Good morning to you as well. I just had one this week. Hoping it arrives to buyer. Cool. Annie, it was a good show last night. Good energy. Your energy is just like so authentic. Diddly Squat Pickin' is here with a whole bunch of numbers. Thank you for sharing those numbers. We were looking for those. Any Carolina gear? I don't think I have any Carolina, interestingly enough. I had to pass on one yesterday because it was in rough condition, but I don't think any Carolina. Settle down, Casey. Other people have been following Amazon vans around and taking parcels off doorstep that leave on the door if no one answers. Yeah, people are desperate. People do desperate things, and I feel badly for them, but that's evil behavior, stealing people's packages. Be a bad idea to do that in this neighborhood. Just saying. We are so ready for college football. Nice. I sell Clemson stuff. I just charge extra. Oh my gosh. Moving on Monday, so I'm excited. That's awesome. Wishing you the best with your move. Where are you headed? Annie and I hope to meet Saturday, Chris. Thrifting friends happen? Is that what we're saying? You guys are going to connect? That's awesome. Where are you connecting? Sorry, I had to dip out real quick when you said hello at the vet with Kitty to get. Oh, gotcha. Cool. Hope Kitty's doing well. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Your daughter's name, Trisha, is Mara, right? Do I have that right? Let me know how to spell it down below. The problem here is that delivery men are now classed as self-employed, so no one cares. People leaving all the time. Some delivery driver was making a drop, left keys in van. Someone jumped in and made away with the whole van. Man, people are that's just bad. That's just evil stuff. Don't steal stuff that other people worked hard for. Amara, cool. Don't steal stuff that other people worked really hard for. Go work hard for something. If you're in a tough spot, work your way out of it. Grind, make it happen. Do whatever you need to do, but don't take from other people who worked hard and got out of their own situations, or still working their way out of it. Don't take from other people. Trisha, do you know the relevance of this of that panda like cartoon sweatshirt? I know I'm always looking for cartoon sweatshirt. You can also call her Weird Cartoon Kid. But do you know the relevance of that? Is that from like a show or a movie? He's not in college, and he's a reseller. It's the college reseller, everybody. He's in the house. Say hello to the college reseller. No clue. BRB. All right, we'll get this right out to Amara. Thank you, Amara. We got your cartoon panda sweatshirt going out the door. This is going priority to Florida. I'll probably get there in 2 days. Or also, hello. Not everybody gets their own introduction like that. Hey, cartoons is awesome. I'm gonna add this to here. Panda hoodie. And am I shipping to your normal address, Miss Trisha? We're just going to do it anyway. What's everybody up to today? What's the plan? What's the plan to take over the world? You outsourcing? You listing like crazy? None of the above? Working the day job? What is the plan? The plan to take over the world. Taking lots and lots of pics. Nice. Multiple streams of income is the way to riches. To become a millionaire, you just have to start and work it all out as you go along. But some people don't even make a start. Yeah, a lot of like a high proportion of people who are the wealthiest earned most of their money from two things: their own business and or real estate. It's less common to become really wealthy by working for somebody else as a W-2 employee. It happens, don't get me wrong, but just saying as a proportion, it's a much higher proportion of the wealthiest folks are entrepreneurs and or have real estate investments. Working day job listing items, guys. And that's why we have real estate. Yes, Nick's got it figured out. Surf and I are working together at 1 p.m. Excited about that. Nice. Going to finish building my website this weekend. Very cool. What's the website all about, Fried Bologna? What are you building? Got 15 orders from Whatnot last night out already. Going to work on some listing. Nice, Annie. Pictures and listing. After I drink my Chris at Pete coffee. There you go. I like your style. Monitoring day job emails and taking pics. Nice. A little bit of both at day job. But tomorrow going to go to a sale in community. Nice. Working the day job, Heather is. There is an American bloke making waves in this country called Grant Cardone. Yeah, Grant Cardone is a big-time real estate investor. It's really well known here in the States too. Grant Cardone. I think I have a book from him somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's probably not in this office. Thank you, Trisha and Amara. That order's on the way out. It's going out today. It's got to get to you on Monday. USPS priority. I'll get you a shipping confirmation too over. I'll send it to you on IG. By the way, we got fresh coffee delivered from Dynamite yesterday. So freshly roasted peak blend, the medium roast. We also got the light roast available, literally delivered, roasted and delivered yesterday. And you know what? I've got no orders yet today, and it's freshly roasted coffee, the freshest coffee that you'll ever get. Not one order yet today. I'm confused. Where are you? I'm confused. This coffee is freaking amazing. It doesn't get any fresher. I ship it literally within minutes after you order it. What can I do better? I'm trying to finish that. What's that website all about, Fried Bologna? Just sold a Seattle Sounders rain jacket that I bought in Arizona to someone in Naples, Florida. Nice. That's fun. Yeah, people move all around the world, you know. Beaches, better start ordering. Oh my gosh, Stephanie. Auto subscription. Yeah, I got to work on that. It's actually a little bit more complicated than I initially anticipated. You actually can do an auto subscription right now. It's just a little bit wonky through the website that I use, but you can do it. Nobody's done it. Thank you, Missy. What do you do when it doesn't track or stops tracking? Do you refund the buyer, or eBay? What do you do in that? Rachel, can you tell us a little bit more about your specific situation? Are you dealing with that right now? Give us a little bit of the timeline, like what's all going on. How long ago did it stop tracking? When did you ship it? What service is it going through? Give us some context there. That maybe we can help a little bit more with that. You can set them up through PayPal. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the tricky part about this though is it's different if I was doing a subscription to be like, hey, you need a subscription to watch my videos. But it's different when you're shipping a good to somebody with a subscription. Then there needs to be sales tax, both collected from the customer and then remitted to the states and municipalities. So I need a subscription service that does that, which is a lot more complicated than just collecting $19.99 per month from somebody with no sales tax collected or remitted. If I was just doing an online class, I don't need to do a sales tax thing, but I do need to do that with coffee. And different states and different municipalities tax coffee differently. Some states don't tax groceries at all. Other states do. Some states tax groceries and t-shirts at the same exact amount, but some states, they have different amounts. So, and then you have some municipalities. So like us, you could live in Mississippi and the state tax could be 5%. But if you're in Jackson, Mississippi, there's also another 2% sales tax, right? So it could be 7% if you're in Jackson, but it could be 5% if you're somewhere else in Mississippi. So sales tax in it, there's county taxes, there's municipal taxes, there's state taxes. So I need a sophisticated subscription system that can collect and remit sales tax based on somebody's zip code and do that properly. So it's a little bit more complicated. Tax on food should never be a thing, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another conversation. Is it like your own brand of coffee? It is. It's roasted by my friends down the street, Dynamite Roasting Company in Black Mountain, North Carolina. They've been roasting coffee for 15 years, and they started roasting this peak blend medium roast for me back in April, so 4 months ago. And then last month we launched the light roast, which is the peak season. It's a seasonal rotating light roast. So right now it's a summer light roast from Bolivia. It is delicious, creamy, vanilla-y on the finish. It's no added flavors. That's all just kind of the natural flavor profile of the beans. I shipped through USPS on the 17th, and it's still not tracking. It was supposed to be delivered on the 21st. Okay, and that was USPS priority, or was that Ground Advantage? New to resale, I have very demanding day job. Hope to build a good retirement resale business. Nice, Groovy Grabs. That's awesome. Welcome aboard. Let us know if you have questions or just share with us like some of your wins. Love to hear you jumping on board and, like saying, you know what, I'm going to take my retirement into my own hands. I love that. That's awesome. No tax on food in the UK. Like it. Great idea. Thanks, Mother Nature Show. It was Advantage. Okay. So you do have insurance on USPS Ground Advantage, but I'm not really sure how the insurance on the Ground Advantage works. I haven't been through that yet. So what you're going to do, Rachel, I'd probably reach out to the customer and let them know what's happening. But the thing of it is it might have got to them. Sometimes the scanning is kind of weird. I don't know. There's two ways to do it. You could be proactive. You could reach out to the customer and let them know what you're seeing and ask them if they've already received the product or not. You could do that. The second thing is you could just wait until that customer opens a item not received case, and then you can take it from there. But there's no, I guess, right or wrong way. It's just whichever way that you want to move forward with it. If the package was lost, then you will file a lost package claim, an insurance claim with USPS, and you'll go through that whole process too. Let me know if you have questions about that. Fried Bologna started my LLC and I'm a legit business now. Shedhorn Trading Company. Nice. That's a cool step. That must feel good. Fried Bologna. That's awesome. Sorry that you're dealing with that challenge, Rachel. That's a bummer. He was questioning it, so I went ahead and refunded him so I wouldn't get a negative review. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the wrong way to proceed. I mean, you took care of your customer, gave them their money back. They might still receive the item. Sometimes things get jostled around a little bit. I probably would have bought some time with that customer and said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna reach out to USPS because there is a lost package thing on USPS.com, and you might want to still do that. But you can go to a let's see where it is. Money orders requesting a refund. Where is this? Online tracking label tracker. I guess if I go to tracking, here I'm just going to search their site for lost package. It's a government site, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's just do lost package. So yeah, it gives you step by step. It's just search for missing mail on USPS.com, and it's going to give you step by steps of how to submit a missing mail search request, and you have to put in your tracking number and stuff. So yeah, just play around through the site, and you'll figure it out. Just like I did, I just kind of Googled, just searched the site for missing package or lost package, and you'll get step by step process of how to file that lost package claim. I'd start with that. So like you're on very great idea. Thank you so much for the bear. Appreciate that. The college reseller. Ours is almost 9%. We are taxed to the hilt 13%. Yikes. But you get stuff like, you get healthcare up there in Canada and stuff like that. You to resell. I have stuff listed on eBay and can't get any reviews. Tiffany, how many items do you have on, sorry that you're having that experience. Tiffany, how many items do you have listed on eBay and how long have those items been listed for? Let's do some shipping. Get another Poshmark order, another fall order. Brooks Brothers corduroys. Brooks Brothers corduroys. These are Brooks Brothers Hudson corduroys. I picked these up at the Mega Thrift out in Winston-Salem on December the 24th. So Christmas Eve, doing a little Christmas Eve thrifting I was. And they sold on August the 24th. So exactly 8 months to sell. And they sold for full asking price, $35 on Poshmark. I paid $9 for these at the Mega Thrift. Mega Thrift tends to be expensive, but I can find some good stuff there out in Winston-Salem. So Mega Thrift. It's my friend Snappy D in the chat this morning. She knows her some Mega Thrift. Let me know down below in the chat. If you've been to Mega Thrift in Winston-Salem, go to bed and start visualizing sales and money coming in. There you go. Tiffany, haven't heard back from you yet. Tiffany, I have stuff listed on eBay. Can't get any views. Let us know. How many items do you have listed on eBay? And how long have those items been listed? Give us some context for kind of what you're dealing with. That might help us help you. No Mega Thrift for me. Peeky peek. I like all you got like real positive vibes. I like your mindset, Mother Nature show. You got a lot of positive vibes over there. The power of positive thinking. It's an old quote that says, I don't know if positive thinking works, but I know negative thinking works every single time. I like that quote. I don't know who first said it. I go to Mega Thrift occasionally. Most everything costs a lot. Yes, I agree. The benefit of going to a thrift store that has high prices is that I can tend to find like really good stuff there that average folks like just don't want to buy. So if I got to pay $8 for a piece that's got to sell, like I found a Burberry Brit there recently. It's a polo that sold for like $45, and it was priced at like $8 or $9. So that was scaring people away because they're like, well, $8 or $9 is a lot for a freaking polo. But for a Burberry Brit, it's going to sell for $45. Let's freaking go. You know what I mean? So sometimes I walk into that mega thrift and I can find just some really, really cool stuff. And I'll pay up for it. But, I'll pay up for the good stuff, obviously. So this is going out to Max. Thanks, Max. I agree. I found a few items. Yeah. It's not like a load up on bread and butter type of place because their bread and butter is like $8. So if it's stuff that's going to sell for 20 and you're paying 8, that's a tough ratio. If it's going to sell fast, that's one thing. But I do find some really some home run pieces at Mega Thrift because it scares away people. It scares away resellers and stuff because the prices are so high. Everything has to happen in the mind first before anything can happen. I like it. You got all these positive vibes, Mother Nature show. Really seem like a self-reflective kind of person. We can attract anything we want to ourselves. Be kind, be pure, be honest. You heard it here from Mother Nature show, our new friend, Mother Nature show. Appreciate you hanging out over on YouTube. Ugh. Do you ever tape the bottoms of the Tyvek? Some of mine definitely feel like they'll rip. I haven't. I am listing a personal item. What do you put in as the cost of goods? That's a good question to ask your accountant for that. But what I do is I'd usually just put $0 in for that. But there's different ways to do it. Don't use me for your tax advice, please. I'm here. You can start now. Buried is in the house. Thank you, Buried, for the gifts. I appreciate it. I go to our healthcare system is strained. Gotcha. We don't want to talk about healthcare systems here. It fell on our neighbor's fence. She wants to wait for insurance to come look. Yeah, I'm headed to my property today, hoping nothing fell. Gotcha. All right, let's go over a couple of those items here. So I sold that Ralph Lauren heavy plaid cotton shirt on Poshmark. I paid $5 for it. I went back and forth with this customer a bunch. Frankly, they were a little bit annoying with their offers, but whatever, we got a deal done. $18 was the final offer that I accepted. I made $9.40 on that shirt. It took 105 days to sell, so 3 months for that to sell. The Under Armour South Carolina long sleeve polo Gamecocks. I paid $5 for that. It sold for $20 on a best offer on Poshmark. It took 7 days to sell. I made a profit of $11 on that. Those Brooks Brothers pants we just did, they took 243 days to sell. I paid $9. They sold for $35 on Poshmark. My profit on those was $19. And now we're on to the next. Got a pair of shorts. Yes, it's fall. It's almost fall. And we're selling sweaters, we're selling corduroys, but we're also selling shorts. So these shorts sold on Poshmark to Sean. I paid up for these Roan shorts. It's a really great brand. They're brand new with tags. The MSRP is $98. I actually thought I could get a little bit more for these, but it turns out the market was a little lower. So I listed them for $49. I listed those like 2 weeks ago for $49. And I paid after tax $34.40. So my margin on this is $4.80. But I bought 2 of these. So one listing, quantity 2. So I'll make $4.80 times 2. I'll end up making basically $10 off these 2 pairs of shorts, but both of them should sell quick. It's a really high sell-through rate brand. Rhone, R-H-O-N-E. Sometimes I'll pay up for stuff, especially if it's multi-quantity, brand new with tag on a high sell-through rate type of brand. But I figured that these would sell for I figured the market for these was probably more like $59, but turns out it was more like $49. So it's also the end of the summer. I want to move shorts. Maybe I could have priced them at $59, but then I might have had to wait until next March. Or the other thing with retail arbitrage is people buy a lot of new with tag stuff in November and December. So that I could have caught that wave too. So there's one of 3 waves I could have caught with these shorts. The first wave is right now, summer short season. The second wave is new with tags, gift buying season, November, December. And then if I miss that wave, my next chance is March, when people start buying shorts again. March, April, that kind of time period. So I caught the first wave, got the quick money. It's $4.80 profit. But again, I got 2 of them. So the other one will sell. We'll make some money on that too. These are going out to Sean. Thank you, Sean. Nice pair of shorts. Do you have recommendations on good software to manage all things? I use a spreadsheet. It's really excellent. That's what I'm looking at right here. It's from my good friend and sensei, Jason Hayes. So it's a reseller spreadsheet made by a reseller, Jason Hayes, who happens to be really good with numbers and spreadsheets and all that stuff. So I have that spreadsheet linked up above, or if you go to chris@peak.com, you can click that link down below on Facebook or YouTube as well. And there's a discount code at that link too. It says, thanks, Chris10. If you enter that discount code, you get 10% off. So you'd end up getting the spreadsheet for $35. And it works for people who list on multiple platforms like I do. Currently I'm on 5 different platforms, but I've sold on 7 different platforms this year. And it keeps track of all your inventory. It allows you to keep track of cost of goods, sale prices, track your profits and losses, all your expenses like cell phone bills, electricity, any of the things that you're spending on expenses for your business. It tracks all that stuff too. If you use Jason Hayes' spreadsheet, let me know down below in the chat. Just say something about the spreadsheet, about your experience with it, so that we can help out. Who was it to ask that? Autumn Gold. Let me know what you think about that spreadsheet. If you go to that link too, don't take my word for it. Go watch Jason Hayes' YouTube video about the spreadsheet, and he'll talk you through exactly what it does do and what it doesn't do, so you can get a good idea if that's going to be the solution that's right for you. And if it is, you get that little 10% discount. Thanks, Chris10. And that's all, all that. If you forget everything I said, it's just go to the reseller spreadsheet link in my bio and you'll find all that. I love it the best. See, we got some people down below type in about how much they love that spreadsheet. We got a lot of spreadsheet users. He sold, well, it's not really my story to share about how many spreadsheets he sold, but he sold a lot of those spreadsheets, and people really, really like it. A lot of 5-star, it's all 5-star reviews and stuff. Love it the best, user friendly. Yes, I use it. Yeah, so you got a bunch of love for the spreadsheet. Thanks y'all for doing that. Jason Hayes is a good guy. He also is a smart guy and taught me 96.7% of everything I know about this business. Another pair of shorts went out the door. These went out on eBay. By the way, Poshmark this week has been kicking eBay's butt. Last week it was the other way around, but this week, what did we have today? 4 Poshmark orders today and 2 eBays. So Poshmark's running circles around eBay this week, and this one's eBay though, so that's going to go here. Got a pair of Adidas shorts, brand new with tags. MSRP on these is $75. They're a men's size 36. They're called the crosshatch shorts. So again, there's 3 waves I could catch with these. I can catch the end of summer short season wave. I can catch that November, December, Christmas holiday shopping wave, or I'm going to be stuck with these until next March. So these sold, I paid $21.50 for these. They sold for $37 on eBay. So we'll put in the shipping cost here in a second and see what these are going to make me. These are going out to Greg. Thank you, Greg, for your order. I probably could have made more money on these if I waited for the second or third wave, and if I priced higher and missed this kind of end of season wave. But thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that, David R. Good morning, Smoky Mountain Thrifts. Abby is in the house. So let's get this printed out. Anything eBay, I print those shipping labels right through eBay, through their own shipping. That's where I buy the USPS labels from, using their discount. This is going to go at an 8-ounce rate, so it should be pretty cheap here. It's going from Asheville, North Carolina, not far, up to Villa Hills, Kentucky. It's going to be $4.09 to ship this item, $4.09. The buyer paid $37 plus $5.95 shipping. So literally half price off retail. The retail on this was $75. So $4.09. We'll enter that into Jason Hayes' reseller spreadsheet, and we'll see how much of a profit I made on that. Bought a good amount of those Adidas shorts. Again, multi-quantity listings. So what did I say? $4.07. All right, so I paid $21.50 including sales tax. My sales, I sold it for $37 plus buyer paid $5.95 shipping. So after shipping fees and cost of goods, I made $11.54 off those shorts. And I listed those 2 weeks ago, so they took 14 days to sell. So 14 days, quick $11.54 again. Could I have gotten $45 for those shorts? Maybe, but then I would have had to wait for that next wave. Probably. Multi-quantity is my fave. That's a totally buried D's game. You know what the D stands for in buried. Do you use USPS Ground Advantage for most of your shipping? If it's under £1, yes. What's a good free spreadsheet to use? I'm not sure. I don't know of any free spreadsheets. I use my boy Jason Hayes' spreadsheet. I got it linked up in the profile. You can get 10% off. But it's a good comprehensive spreadsheet. It's going to keep track of all your inventory, your sales numbers, your expenses. At least go watch the video on it. I built my own spreadsheet. I did that for years because I didn't want to pay for a spreadsheet. So I built my own spreadsheet. It was pretty freaking good, to be honest with you. I'm good with spreadsheets. I'm good with numbers and formulas and all that crap. But then Jason Hayes brought out his 2023 spreadsheet, and I was like, I need this spreadsheet, bro. It's so much better than mine. $35 with the 10% off discount code in my bio. Is it best to charge shipping? Some people charge shipping. Some people do free shipping. To me, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other. I've done it both ways. I charge shipping. Anyone's Posh messing up on phone? I'm not sure. I'll have to check mine out in a second. Jason's YouTube explains everything of what the spreadsheet does. Yes. And you could go build a spreadsheet like Jason Hayes'. It'd probably take you like 40 hours. That's what it came down to. I'm like, I could build Jason Hayes' spreadsheet too. I'm good with spreadsheets and all that stuff. I used to have to do a lot of like reporting and stuff at previous jobs. So I'm good with all that stuff. But it would take me like 40 hours to build what he built. So 40 hours of my time, $35, I'm going to what do I want to make? Like $30 an hour, right? So 40 hours times $30 an hour. I'm like, I need $35. Cool. I will go buy that thing. It's a much better deal rather than spending 40 hours of my own time trying to beat Jason Hayes at his own game. What's the cheapest way to ship items over £1? It's going to depend. So shipping is priced based on 3 things: size, weight, and the distance that item is traveling. So every order is going to be different. This one was going to Kentucky, but the next one might go to Oregon. So the answer to your question is going to be different every time. So you just have to look up what is the cheapest rate. There's not going to be a single answer to that question. I think you probably get that fried bologna, right? So it could be FedEx. It could be USPS Priority. It could be Ground Advantage. It could be UPS. So it's just you're going to have to look at the prices based on what you're shipping, how big it is, how much it weighs, and how far it's going. I'm going to get this new sheet since I am just starting. Yeah, and I think a lot of people say like, well, I'll get a sheet once I get big enough. And my suggestion to you would be like, well, you might consider getting the tool now so that as you grow, you're growing in an organized fashion. You're keeping track of your inventory and you're saving time along the way. Your accounting is going to be dialed in. You'll be prepared for tax season and all that stuff. Is Zeus a dog or a cat? I'm pretty sure Zeus is a cat. Oh, okay. I see some conversation between Stephanie and Mother Nature Show. So Stephanie's out in Arizona. Mother Nature Show's out in London. They're having a nice talk about cats. I'm waiting to get this new sheet since I'm just starting. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Just make sure you're just checking your different options every time. If it's something that you'll get an instinct for over time. At the beginning, I would check all the different, all right, what's going to be cheapest here? And I would check, but now I just sort of have an instinct for it because I've been shipping for 5 years. I waited like 7 months to get the spreadsheet, and I wish I had done it earlier. There you go. Katie, by the way, Katie BT Dubs is like, hey, get it going earlier on. I treated my reselling as a business from the beginning and got the spreadsheet with 15 items listed. I like that, Kim Jewett. Treat it like a business. It is. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Even if it's a hobby business, even if it's a side thing, even if it's just going to pay for some vacation stuff, you're going to have to pay taxes on that stuff, right? So you're going to want to have your numbers in order, keep your inventory organized, don't get tripped up. And as you grow and scale, if you're already organized at the baseline, it makes it easier to grow and scale. That's it. People these days know the cost of everything, but the value of nothing. I like that. Mother Nature, you always have like the best like perspective on things. Smart. Kway has a free, he has a free one, but even he is using Jason's spreadsheet. That's funny. I just realized that I grabbed the wrong item out of the garage. I was supposed to grab a navy blue 4XLT sweater vest, and I grabbed an XLT Polo Ralph one. Look at the big pony on that. There it is. I grabbed the wrong item. So I'm going to go out to the garage. I'm going to grab that. I'll be right back. TikTok's going to come with me because they're in my hand. YouTube and Facebook, you're on the laptop. So if I tried to carry a laptop out there, I would definitely drop it. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go to BR4. Good morning, Hebrew. I've been cross-listing for 27 months now. And for 24 of those months, eBay was my number one platform. But 3 months, Poshmark actually beat eBay. Poshmark's usually my number 2. All right, so now we got this Polo Ralph Lauren size 4XLT. This is a sweater vest, I think. Sweater vest. Nope, it's just a sweater, a V-neck sweater, not the vest. I didn't mark this as sold on that spreadsheet, so we'll do that right now. Oh, I did. I forgot this person bought this couple days ago, but they just paid today. They promised me they'd pay on Friday when they made the offer. So cool. So this sold for a best offer at $25 plus $8.95 shipping. I paid $6 for the sweater. I bought it May 23rd. It sold on, well, they paid today, but it sold on the 21st. So it took 90 days to sell, pretty average. And I bought the item in May. You're not selling a ton of sweaters in May, but now sweaters are back on. So it took 90 days to sell. With the seasonality of clothing reselling, it's sort of what you expect. Let's see where this is going, and we'll figure out what vessel this is going to go in. So Fried Bologna was asking like, hey, what's the cheapest way to ship something over a pound? Well, we don't know. It totally depends on the weight, the size, and how far it's going. So we're going to take a look at this one and see where it's going, and we'll be able to look at our different options. So I'll just review these options for you. So it's going to Berrien Springs, Michigan. And it's got to weigh, it's going at a 2-pound rate. So it's 1 pound, 3 ounces. So it's going to go at a 2-pound rate. And so I could use a padded flat rate envelope. That would cost me $8.30. Doesn't matter where in the country it's going. It's $8.30. So I know that. I can walk that number into my brain, $8.30. But this one going to Michigan at this 2-pound rate and at this size is going to be $7.20 for regular priority. My other options would be USPS Ground Advantage, that's $7.35. So it would be an extra 15 cents to choose the slower service from USPS. Interesting. And then if I looked at FedEx wants $17. I don't have my dimensions in, right? Let me just make the dimensions more realistic here. This is like a 13 by 12 by 3. Okay. So FedEx is $16.75 and UPS is where's UPS? $11.76 for UPS. So my cheapest is going to be USPS priority. So I'm just on eBay. I'm looking at that shipping screen and looking at all my different options based on the weight, the size of the item, and the distance it's going. So we're going to go regular priority. I'm going to pop it into one of these Tyvek envelopes, which is not a flat rate. So you estimate shipping when listing. Yep. So I knew that this sweater, I didn't even weigh it. Like I can just hold it. I'm like, this sweater's between 1 and 2 pounds. So I know, so I listed at $8.95 shipping. I do that with jeans, with sweaters, with fleeces, anything that I know is going to weigh between 1 and 2 pounds. I'm going to price that shipping at $8.95. If it's going to be between 2 and 3 pounds, then I'm going to price that item at either $10.95 or $11.95. That would be the shipping price. The buyer requests a certain type of shipping. Do you adhere to that? I don't give the buyer any kind of options on shipping. So the only way they would be able to request a certain type of shipping would be to send me a message. And that might happen like once a year. That someone says, hey, I really need this, maybe twice a year. I need this really fast. I'm going to a wedding next Thursday. Is there any way to ship this faster? And I'll be like, yeah, we can do that. I'll just change the item to USPS priority, which will cost $3 extra, and you can buy it that way. Super helpful using eBay or pirate ship. For this order, I'm using eBay. For most eBay orders, I'm going to ship through eBay. The exception would be an item that's really heavy and small. So say it's like 4 pounds, but it's going to fit into like one of these bags. It's a smaller item. I might check pirate ship to see if their cubic rate is going to be cheaper. And sometimes it is. But that's like 5% of the time of where that would take shape. For buyer requests, you can always get close once you do this so long. Yep. Or you can use calculated shipping. If you're new to eBay and new to shipping, you can use calculated shipping. And that way you just put in the weight and dimensions of the item and eBay estimates it, or eBay gives the customer the price based on where they are. So if they're in Oregon, eBay's got to give that person a $9 price. But if they're in South Carolina, because South Carolina is close to me, eBay's got to give that person like a $6 price. Do you see what I mean? So like eBay will automatically calculate it with the calculated shipping based on what you put in for service, weight, and dimensions. So this one's going $7.20. It's going USPS priority, regular priority. So this is not a flat rate, and this is not a flat rate package. $7.20. Hopefully that answered some questions. And a lot of this shipping stuff, right? You just have to, you could listen to me rant and rave about it, but really you just got to ship. You just got to get shipping and you'll figure it out. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios, different tricks, but best way is to just jump right in. You'll figure it out. I didn't have I never shipped anything in like a previous job. Like I never worked in a warehouse or for retail I never did anything shipping. I had no clue how to do this when I got started. I just kind of figured it out as I went and asked questions. I used calculated shipping because I've been burned on stuff going to California from North Carolina. There you go, McRae. There you go. McRae knows the stuff. He's been doing this a couple of years. $7.20 on the shipping label there. Let's go through our numbers. I picked up that item in May. It's a sweater. I'm not expecting a sweater to sell in May. Sometimes they do, but more than likely it's got to wait until September-ish, and here we are, August 25th it sold. So it took 90 days to sell. I paid $6 for it. It sold for a best offer of $25 plus $8.95 shipping. After shipping and fees and my initial cost of goods, I made a profit of $15.75. Y'all, September is basically here, and today's sales were sweater, heavy cotton long sleeve shirt, corduroys, long sleeve polo shirt, and 2 shorts. Everything sells in September. Polos, t-shirts, sandals, swimsuits, but also sweaters, corduroys, blazers, coats, ski jackets. Everything sells in September. It's why it's my best month of the year every year. Do you know of any good side hustles? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's up, Buried? You got another account? How many accounts do you have, brother? McRae is in the house. What's up, buddy? All right. What did I pay for that Panda hoodie? I paid $5. Quick thing here. That was $702. Was $824 and it sold at $824. I know, huh? He's crazy. He's crazy. I always use calculated shipping. Pinned a comment, unpinned a comment. What would you clean if you had somebody visiting while you're mid-move and crying? What would you clean if you had somebody visiting while you're mid-move and crying? I do not think I understand that question, Stephanie. What are you talking about? That is to send anywhere. That's it. These people days on the account. That's to send anywhere in the country, 3 pounds, which is 376. Suppose as this country is smaller, who knows? Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could send clear across the country in England, and it's not really going very far. But here, like from North Carolina, East Coast, all the way to California, West Coast, I mean, that's what, 2,000 miles? I mean, it's far. Do you feel like your inventory is taking over you? At times, yeah. At times, for sure. To me, when that happens, I stop everything and I just focus on organizing. So this week, I've been to 4 thrift stores, and 3 of the 4 thrift stores were hits. And it's been really dry here lately. Like the thrift stores have been miserable for me. I've been getting some really small hauls. But this week, 3 out of the 4 stores I've been to crushed. So I had a ton of inventory yesterday, and I was like, I need to list this stuff. And I said, nope, what I need to do. Yes, thank you. I said, what I need to do is I need to stop everything, and I need to get all this stuff organized. So I did. I just sat down. I got out a couple of bins, and I said, I'm going to have a bin for stuff that I'm going to put on Future Whatnots. I'm going to have a bin for stuff that I'm going to list on eBay, and then I'm going to have a bin for stuff that I'm That didn't break. The other one did. Got a new microphone. Is it working? This thing doesn't seem to be working. Oh. Is it working now? Damn, I missed the screen short. Gateway is short. How many accounts do you have buried? Yeah, it's working now. Okay. The other one's in a lot of little pieces all around the floor. The transmitter didn't break, or like the base thing, but the other thing broke. The mic broke. Here's a few of the pieces. Yeah, check this out. That little light's still on. It's all smashed up, but the light's still on. I think there's like other pieces too. I saw stuff flying. That was a pretty good break. So here's the two mics now. There's other pieces. I don't know where the transmitter went. That was a pretty good smash. I wish you could have seen that. 64. I hear you. I had two mics. They're both broken. Now I have two more. It sounds better without the mic anyways. I did that to my inkjet printer last week. It felt good. Man, that's awesome. I hate inkjet printers. They're the worst. The only thing worse than an inkjet printer is a fax machine. My first job, I had to fax a bunch of stuff. Sounds fine. Thank you. Thank you. What the heck were we talking about? Stupid, cheap microphone junk. Just post a clip of you destroying it. Nice. I have to find luck selling. I've had good luck selling books lately. I picked them up for $1 and get 20 to 50. Nice. Fried bologna. That's awesome. Organizing. Yeah. So I just stopped everything I was doing. I just got organized. And I think it's important to take pride in your space. And also just to when you're disorganized, everything you do is inefficient. Like it takes extra steps and all that stuff. Just stop what you're doing, get organized. I think like people who have death piles, like right in the middle of their office, to me, I just don't think that that's like good positive energy. You have this big pile of stuff that's staring at you. And I think I used to do this. I used to think like, well, if the inventory is staring at me, it's going to guilt me into listing it. It did make me feel guilty, but it didn't help motivate me in any sort of way. But what works better when I have too much inventory is I'll take all that inventory that's unlisted. I'll put it in like different bins, jeans, shirts, t-shirts, polo shirts, I'll put it in different bins and I'll put them out in the garage or I'll put them in, I used to store stuff in my closet in my last place, but I'll put it out of sight and then I'll be like, cool. Today I'm going to list these 10 items and I'll leave those out and put them in a nice, neat little pile and said, this is what I'm going to attack. I'm not going to have a pile of 150 things staring at me. It's just going to create guilt. It's not going to guilt me into doing anything. It's just going to create guilt. And it's going to be inefficient. I'm going to be tearing through different things. It's like, I want to list 5 polos or 10 polos. I want to list, 6 blazers in a row. I want to list 8 pairs of jeans because I'm more efficient that way. But there's something to be said for having pride in your space. So whenever I feel that way, and I felt that way yesterday because I've bought so much stuff this week and I got a ton of stuff from Whatnot, by the way. So I just had so much inventory come in the door this week that I had to stop and just say, you know what? I need to get freaking organized. How many things do you list the day. 40 a week, and then I do another like 50 to 60 on whatnot too. So 90, 100 is what it ends up being a week. I'm going to list suits, but shipping is making me nervous. On suits, so on blazers I charge $10.95 shipping, and on suits I charge $14.95 flat. And remember, you can't go over. If you do $14.95, you can use a medium. Let's see here. Where is it? I don't know if I have one in here. I should. You can use a medium flat rate box, and you should be able to get a suit in those. And I think those are $15. So that's if it's going clear across the country to Oregon or something. That's going to be the most it's going to cost me. I also use UPS sometimes for suits that are going far or whatever, but I charge $14.95. Flat rate, not calculated. My workspace is becoming my sister-in-law's bedroom for the weekend. There you go, Wayne. Oh, that's not a good thing? I can't tell from your emojis. It looks like that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. That's what I started doing a month ago. Set out the items for the day. Super smart. I like that. Everything here seems to come from China these days. Everything everywhere seems to come from China these days, including that microphone that's now in a bunch of little pieces on my desk. Bad thing. Gotcha. Sorry, brother. You teach it. What's what? There you go. Was it cheap? Yeah, it was like 30 something bucks. This one I bought now, though, was even cheaper. So we'll see. I might smash this one in a couple months, too. But that dude, David from Line Creek Boutique, says he likes this mic. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I really want to use this podcast mic for everything, but that's another story. It's a little bit more challenging. That mic sound is way better. Bad thing. Okay. I'm going to put these packages outside. Be right back. Thank you. I got to do some listing. Yeah, you do. The mic sounds smooth, clear, and velvety. Oh boy, here we go. All right, we're past the coffee stage and we've moved on to sparkling water stage. But it's Friday, so we move on to IPA stage a little bit earlier. It's a shorter water stage. Can we see your workspace? Is your office a finished garage? This is a bedroom. My storage is out in a garage. It's a 16 by 14 office space. Oops. I can show you on Facebook too. Facebook and YouTube. It's nothing fancy. That's it. And the only things that are out are things that are in like my immediate listing. Like this is, I'm either putting this on whatnot like today or tomorrow, or I'm putting this on eBay today or tomorrow. Love how your house has so much natural light. It really does. That's one huge benefit of this place, is a lot of natural light. Let's see. Thanks, line. Would that be? See, I could picture you doing podcasts and bringing guests on your show with that big microphone. Used to do that kind of back in the day. Jay Hayes and I used to have a show on YouTube called Two Flippin' Dudes, and we'd have guests come on and stuff. It was fun. You're welcome, Rick. Autocorrect. Cool. I'm with you. It's a big enough room. Oh, like having like humans come over too. Yeah, all my friends though are far away. There's nobody local. That would be the problem. So it'd all have to be like whatever. One thing too, you probably see I have like these sound panels in here. You can see some right there. Sound panels, and then sound panels back there, and sound panels back there, and over there. because this room is really, really echoey. And I also have like a carpeting. I've added rugs because it's like hardwood floors or fake hardwood floors or whatever. Otherwise, it's just like an Echo City in here. Some of you probably remember when it was Echo City in here. I have some on the ceiling too. When you use the spot clean clothes, what do you use to spot clean clothes? What do you find a surprise spot? I use Mama's. I'll show it to you. Okay. This is linked in my profile to my Amazon reseller shopping list. It's called Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. I bought this. I still lived in Denver when I bought these. It was probably 4 years ago or more. And it came with two of these little things. They're like, how small are they? 2 fluid ounces. So I have 2 of these. They're both open. I don't know why they're both open, but this is what I use to spot clean with. Sometimes I use Dawn. And I have a 3-pack of brushes right here. These are linked too. This is the poly brush. This is like the lighter of the brushes that I use for clothes. I also have a copper brush and an aluminum brush. It was a 3-pack of these. And sometimes I break those out for some things too. And that's it. I also use OxyClean and I soak things for 6 hours. So it kind of depends on the spot. And sometimes, so I actually have something here. It's got a spot. It's actually got 3 spots. This Robert Graham shirt. One's right here. And I'm going to try to do that with Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. There's another one right there. It's probably hard to see. And there's another one down here. And I haven't blasted this under the photo lights yet. So I might even, yeah, there's another one right here. There's another one right here. Yeah. So usually spots travel, stains travel in packs. So if I found those, I'm probably going to find others. Just the way it works. When I blast this under the photo lights, these photo lights, you cannot hide. And again, I'd rather find these spots under my photo lights when I'm taking photos than have my customer find them and then have a return and all that stuff. Those are tough. You could soak them in OxyClean with the pit stains, but those are tough. You might not have a lot of luck with those. Thank you for the follow, Blingy Thrifter. Appreciate having you on board. It's a good time to thank everybody. Whether you came back from hanging out yesterday for the following for the first time, like Mother Nature Show over there on YouTube, or whether you've been following me for 3 years. I appreciate it so much, and welcome aboard, Blingy Thrifter. If you haven't followed, by the way, why not click the follow button, or why not hit the subscribe button over on YouTube? I'm on all those platforms, same name, Chris at Peak. It's Instagram, it's TikTok, it's Facebook, and it's YouTube. I have different content on the different platforms too, so it might be worth following on the different platforms. You can see different types of content. And you can always see these live recordings. They're on YouTube and Facebook. As soon as the live ends, you can see the recordings on YouTube and Facebook. See, moms know a lot, but grannies know more. That's right. That's right. It's a log. Is it a log? No, it's like a modular home trailer kind of thing. Mother Nature Show. Thank you for sharing the live, Heidi. Appreciate that. Thank you for the heart me, Angela Reed. Will do. Thanks, Blingy Thrifter. We do this live show. This is every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll be live again Monday. We go over the daily sales. I talk about dollars and cents, how long it took me to sell items, how much I paid for them, how much the customer paid for them. If there was some negotiation, I'll share that with you. Just kind of try to share as much about the process. We literally pack the items up and we kind of walk through, we can answer questions about packing and stuff like that. We, of course, share coffee together and enjoy each other's company, but great place to ask questions. Great place just to connect with some other people who are also working from home. You might be working from home, so are we. So it's a good place to have some like socialization during the middle of your work, because otherwise I just work alone. It's just me. My wife, Kim, is on the other side of this wall. She works from home too, but she doesn't work with me. She has a different job. Chris is a living example. What's a Riz God? I don't even know what that is. Is it a compliment? I'm not sure. I just don't know what a Riz God is. Thank you for all the information you're providing us. Yeah, you're welcome. I found you yesterday. I will be here Monday to Fridays, but weekends I am flat out in the bar. That makes a lot of sense. I don't usually stream on weekends anyway, so we're on the same schedule. Monday through Friday is when I stream. Sometimes on Saturday I'll ship some stuff out, especially if I have coffee orders and whatever. But what does your wife sell? She doesn't sell anything. She works for a school. She's an academic advisor. Ooh, we got an order at chris@peak.com. We got 2 orders at chris@peak.com. I was sleeping. Let's get these orders packed out. Thank you so much. Carolyn and Mary came over to Laurel Creek. Thank you, Carolyn. You should have let me know. I was sleeping. I didn't get the notification. Crap. Let's get them shipped out. I'm excited for y'all. Carolyn and Mary, let's get you shipped out. As always, if you order at chris@peak.com, I'll ship it out immediately. In this case, Laurel Creek's been waiting for 50 minutes, and Mary's been waiting for 46 minutes. But typically, we get the order right away and right out the door. Let's get you, Carolyn, first. You came in first. We got 1 bag of medium roast, ground medium roast. So we'll get that out the door. And a shirt. Awesome. Cool. Let me go grab both of those things. I got the shirt out here. So that's a Thrifting is My Cardio tee in a size XL. Be right back. Thrifting is My Cardio tee, size XL. I have the t-shirt in my traveling. I have a little Samsonite briefcase. Yep. So here we go. Thrifting is My Cardio, size XL. Filtered drip grind. There we go. Of the medium roast. Thank you so much. Sorry, Carolyn, that you had to wait 50 minutes for us to ship this out. We ship faster than that around here. Where are we going? We're going to Banner Elk. No way. Did I know that you were right down the street in Banner Elk? If you're still in here, Laurel Creek, I had no idea. I love Banner Elk. Kim and I got married in Banner Elk. True story. So this is going to go priority. True story. And actually, I can probably put this in a box. Let's see here. Because it's so close. Let's go box. Let's do an 8 by 7. And this will weigh in at a 2-pound rate. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Yes. Yep. Let's do that. Thank you so much, Laurel Creek. I was too busy smashing microphones and ranting and raving about stuff. Plenty of venues here. Yeah, well, we had a really small wedding. We just, part of my backstory is I ran restaurants for a number of years, and including a few of those years, I worked at a place that we did a lot of weddings. Some weekends we would do like 5 and 6 weddings in a weekend. So I'm not really big on like a big sort of wedding type of thing. We wanted something really simple, really small. We wanted to enjoy our day. So there was 16 of us, including Kim and I, at our wedding. So we rented a house on the top of Sugar Mountain. That's what we spent our budget on. A big house, what was it, 5 or 6 bedroom house with a hot tub and a beautiful back deck and a nice view. We had most of our friends and family stay there, and then the other half stayed in a couple of condos down at the bottom of the mountain. You probably know where Blue Ridge, is it Blue Ridge Condos? Blue Ridge. It's right there on the main road going through Banner Elk. If you're heading west, it would be on the right side of the road. Blue Ridge Condos, Blue Ridge. But anyway, you're up on top of Sugar Mountain, and that's where we got officially married. And then we went down to Valley Crucis, and we did our wedding dinner at a place called the 1861 Farmhouse. It's no longer called the 1861 Farmhouse. It is called, I'm going to think of it. You probably know it. Right on the, it's across from the Mass store there in Valley Crucis. Weddings are overrated. I wouldn't do it again. I understand that sentiment. Yeah, I just dealt with so many like crazy brides and crazy bridesmaids and people who got cold feet, literally, and you're like, where's the groom? The wedding was supposed to start 30 minutes ago and nobody can find the groom, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't want to be involved in any of that. Just kind of crazy town stuff. Everyone being super stressed out and all that. Is that the mountain Neil Young wrote the song about? Jeez, Sugar Mountain? I'm imagining there's probably a few sugar mountains, but I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Is the coffee like they make loads of it and then you have your own branding sort of thing? They roast coffee, so it's a small batch roasted to order company. But yes, they're roasting all day, every day. Small business. So I put in my orders with them Wednesday afternoon. They roast it Thursday morning. And Todd drops it off to me Thursday afternoon. And then I ship it out. Like right now, I'm shipping out orders on Friday. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out, Fry Bologna. Appreciate all the questions and stuff. Going to a Granger Smith show in Fort Worth tonight. Granger Smith. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I hope you enjoy the show. That's awesome. It's called Over Yonder. Yep, that's what it's called. Yep, we've eaten there once since they changed the name of it. Thank you so much, Arizona Pickett. And I think it's different owners, right? I think the owners of 1861, I think they sold because they were doing like, it was like they were doing wine and stuff there too. Anyway, Laurel, we got you going out the door. We got you in a box. You got some medium roast, and you got thrifting as my card is. You got to promise us that you get your steps in next week. You're probably going to get this package. It could get to you tomorrow. So you got to promise you're going to get your steps in. You get a shipping confirmation in your inbox. Appreciate you so much, Carolyn. That area, I mean, obviously you get it. That area is special to us. We lived in Boone at the time that we got married up there, and that was 2012. We got married up there, Banner Elk, Valley Crucis. You know, we haven't been up to either spot since we've been back in town. We got to go do that. Actually, we should probably do it like ASAP before it gets really, really crazy town with the tourists. We got like that little break right now between summer tourist season and like leaf peeping season. So are you seeing that right now, Laurel? Like, as it sort of chilled out a little bit with the tourists? I mean, we're still getting a lot here in Nashville, don't get me wrong, but it's like a little bit chiller, especially during the week. It's a little bit chiller. The kids are back in school and stuff. The weekends still tend to be crazy town. Banner Elk is amazing. Must come if you have never visit. Banner Elk's awesome. There's one stoplight, right? Or unless they grew. There used to be one stoplight. Tourism is still booming. Well, now it's like you're going to walk into festival season, right? Is it Willie Worm Festival must be coming up soon. That what's that? Highland Games must be coming soon. 105 is going to be like, yeah, we can go up there, Mom. It'll be crazy. Yeah, it'll probably be crazy town up there. Which do you like better? Ugh. Thank you, Nita. I'm glad that you're enjoying the coffee. Thanks so much. Do you ever use Legit or Check to authenticate your shoes? I've never used either one. Sorry. I don't do a lot of shoes. But in the past I have. And most of the shoes I deal with, like athletic shoes and like Nikes and stuff, I'm pretty good at just eyeballing them and doing it. But I bet it smells lovely in the roasting place. It does. Yeah, we've gone and visited twice and done some live streams from up there. We'll do another live stream up there next month when we launch the fall roast. The fall light roast will be from Honduras. So when we first start roasting that, we'll go up and we'll do a live stream from the roastery again. I've used check a few times, denied a $300 potential fake. Nice. And certainly there are shoes that I'm not like a master of authenticating all shoes. Remember, there's like thousands of shoe brands and all that. Yeah. So like if I saw a pair of Gucci's or something like that, like it would be tough for me to authenticate those with my eyeballs. I'd probably use one of those apps, but I just don't come across a lot of shoes these days. So I haven't had an opportunity to use one of those apps. They're pretty new. I used to sell a ton of shoes when I lived in Denver, but back then I don't think those apps existed. Thank you, Arizona Pick, and I'll check it out. Let's go. Tourism is still booming. It's all weekends here now. Not as much midweek because everyone's back in school. Let's get this other order out. Do I got to check your AZ? Do I got to check your message right now? Where is it? What app did you send me a message on? So many apps. Yeah, just let me know. Just give me a final answer. It's fine. What's the time? Yeah, just let me know what your final answer is either way, AZ. And if you want me to change it, just let me know. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. You check a few times. Oktoberfest is coming. Oh, hi. Oktoberfest is coming. All right, let's get Mary's order out. She's been waiting around. Somebody wake up Bezos. We got an order. Mary's got a bag of the French press grind medium roast. Awesome. That's how Kim and I, we make our coffee in the French pressed. But we just grind our own. But here you go. It's already ground for you. Awesome. French press grind going out to Mary in Pennsylvania. This will get up to you. My guess is you'll get this Monday or Tuesday up there in Pennsylvania. Let's do this. I just realized, Laurel Creek, I didn't put a thank you card in your order. Oh, man. I just realized that. I feel terrible now. We're going to sneak one in there. Let's get Mary's out right here first. Mary. Appreciate your support, Mary. I hope you love the coffee. It's fair trade. It's organic. It's a medium roast. You got to get some nice hints of milk chocolate on this. Not like a dark, bitter chocolate like you'd get in maybe a dark roast. More of a milk chocolate. A hint of sweetness. A hint of spice, particularly when it's really hot. But the spice is so subtle and it goes away. It's a good spice, don't get me wrong, but it's very, very subtle. It's more milk chocolate than anything else. Those are natural flavors. This is not flavored coffee. This is the daily drinker for Kim and I. It's a nice daily cup of coffee. But we get some dark roasts sometimes from Dynamite too. We really like their dark roasts. They have two different ones, and we get some of their light roasts we play around with too. We have been drinking a lot of the peak season, the summer light blend. So Mary, we'll get you out right now. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you supporting my tiny little business over here. We're only 4 months into the coffee game. 4 months and 4 days. I'm learning every day about coffee, and it's so much fun. By the way, Mother Nature Show, my office smells lovely too because I always have coffee here. My car oftentimes is smelling like coffee too. Everything smells like coffee. Used my leftover as iced coffee yesterday. Nice. That's what we do. That's what we do every day. That's what I drank today. Is 2 cups of iced coffee that we brewed yesterday. Good morning, Chrissy Self. Pretty Kitty, thank you. Love the coffee. Is that you, Mary? Pretty Kitty. Appreciate you a ton. so much. On the way to you probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to get that thank you card in tomorrow. Oh my gosh. How could I forget that? I want to make sure I spelled your name right here too. Yeah, I almost spelled it wrong. I hope you love the coffee. Almost forgot, but we didn't. Because my whatnot shows tonight at 8 p.m. If you would like to join, I have a few Wrangler Pearl Snaps. Nice. Nice. That's exciting. You know I like my Wrangler Pearl Snaps. Let's see, 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to absolutely be out and about tonight. Well, we might be back by then, actually. But this is, so Kim gets Summer Fridays. I've probably mentioned that to you before. I snuck it in there for you, Carolyn. So she gets to leave a couple hours early every Friday all summer. But this is the last of those Fridays. So I'm going to make sure that we leave early today to take advantage of her last Summer Friday from her work. Really nice benefit that they have. She works for a great company. If you're going to work for someone, it might as well be for someone that has really great benefits, really takes care of their employees and all that. And that's certainly the case for her. Bezos in his handwritten notes. Daniel, thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate that. They have positive and negative reviews, so if it's an expensive shoe, I would get checked twice. The other thing is if you're selling it through, depending on the shoe, if you're selling it through eBay or Poshmark, it'll go through authentication anyway, if it's a certain price point or whatever. So if it's like a $100 Nike shoe, that's going to go through authentication anywho, because you're going to send it to the eBay authenticator. And if it's bad, they'll send it back to you and they'll refund the buyer. Good time. Hope you have a great afternoon. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Thank you. I'm excited about your whatnot too. Excited about your whatnot. I try to make it to everybody's whatnots, even if it's just for a few minutes. Try to get in there and light up the chat and throw some support. And if there's Wranglers, I'll try to get in on those too. I'm going to go ahead and bookmark it right now just in case so I can get that notification, even if we're out and about. If I have cell phone service, which there's a lot of things I love about Asheville. Cell phone service is not one of those. Chrissy, what's your is it the same name over there on whatnot? Yeah, I see you. Oh, I already got your bookmark today. You got one tomorrow too. Tomorrow's kids, coats, plushy shoes. Tonight's Wrangler, Pearl Snap, North Face, Columbia. Cool. You got 32 bookmarks tonight. Nice. Very nice. Green, if you had to pick one platform that you could sell on, what would it be? It depends. What do you sell, Piece? I'm 95% clothing, so either eBay or Poshmark would work just fine for me if I had to do one. But it's just going to totally depend on your what you're selling. I'm like 95% clothing and shoes, although not much shoes anymore. I do 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way. I mean, Piece, I've been cross-listing for 27 months using Vendu, and eBay has been my number one sales platform in terms of dollars and cents. Every 24 out of those 27 months, eBay has been number one. Poshmark was number one 3 out of those 4 months. So if you're thinking about like what platform is, and remember, I'm cross-list all my inventory onto all the platforms. So it's the same inventory, right? So I'm comparing apples to apples. And so if I was going to choose based on where I'm going to get the most sales, eBay to me is sort of the no-brainer answer. But there's nuance to that. eBay has a lot more. I have 2.5% return rate on eBay. My Poshmark return rate is basically zero. It's point something. It's really, really low. So you'll have more returns because there's that 30-day return thing. It takes a little bit longer to list items. You probably have to promote. I would encourage you to promote items on there. It's just a more complex platform. The shipping is more complicated. Everything's just more complicated. It's 1994 technology, basically. eBay is the backbone of eBay's whole platform. So it's very arcane stuff. Poshmark is much more modern. So I don't know. You just you do you. But eBay is definitely my number one platform. I like Poshmark better. I think it's a better platform, frankly. There's less BS. Everybody gets USPS priority, flat rate up to £5, super easy. The bundles are easy. eBay's bundles are a pain. If somebody wants to buy 3 things, you have to go in there and tinker around. It's a real pain in the butt. Poshmark, they literally just put 3 things in their bundle. You can have an automatic, I put an automatic 10% offer for anybody who makes a bundle of 2 items or more. So they automatically, boom, they put 3 things in their bundle. Boom, they see the 10% off offer right in there. They can buy it. It's flat rate. It's all flat rate up to £5. It's so freaking easy. I love freaking Poshmark, but eBay is the bigger platform. It's also international. So I can ship stuff all across the world, and Poshmark is not. So I promote between 2 and 6% on eBay. Mercari, do you have to start your listing on Vendoo? You can do it either way. So you can go and create the listing and draft it on Vendoo and then push it to each platform. Or you can do what I do, which is I list on eBay, which is the more complicated of the platforms where I have to check more of the boxes and fill more of the fields. And then from there, I import it. You can do up to 20 at a time, import, and it'll take 30 seconds and it'll import those 20 items up into Vendoo. You just check them and hit import. And then from there, I cross list out to the other platforms. So either way, it's up to you. You can do it either way. And you can do it from the phone, or you can do it from the desktop. I've traditionally done it more on the desktop. It's a little bit quicker, but I have done some more recently on the phone because I can be in the car. I can be in the chiropractor in the waiting room in the chiropractor. And I can just fill time by cross listing, So it is a little bit faster though on the desktop. But again, if I can just take time, fill time that's otherwise wasted, me just staring at a ceiling at a chiropractor, or me riding in the car and I don't know, looking at the scenery. I guess I could look at the scenery, but interesting because I often forget to take something down from Posh or vice versa. So you're manually cross-listing. I'm not a fan of manually cross-listing for the reason you just described. By the way, Mercari, you may or might not know this, but Vendoo, just about 6 weeks or maybe 2 months ago, they launched auto sales detection for eBay and Poshmark. So if something sells on eBay or Poshmark on Vendoo, but your Vendoo will recognize the sale and take it down from the other platforms. Thanks, Desty. I thought you already had Vendoo. Desty, hope you're doing well, pal. Thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that. Exactly how I've been doing it recently. eBay comps, sell similar, and cross list from there. You got it, man. I don't sell similar from other people's listings. When I say don't, I mean 0.01% of the time I do. I sell similar from my own listings because then it's got to copy over all my item descriptions, all my what do you call it? Item descriptors. What are those? All those stupid fields. It will copy all that stuff over for me, rather than copying somebody else's who might not do it the way that I do it. Chris, is that near the famous place, the Bluebird Cafe? Have you ever been? The Bluebird Cafe, I believe, is Nashville, the Bluebird, and that is a different place than Nashville. It's about 6 hours away from where I stand, about 6.5 officially from where I stand right now. That's in Nashville, Tennessee, if you're talking about the place that I'm thinking about. We're in Asheville with no N on the front. Asheville. We're in the mountains. Nashville is kind of out in flatter part of Tennessee. About 6.5 hours due west of me. I jump on 40 and just keep driving 40, and 40 goes right into Nashville. Do you like Vendu better than Posher VA. So I've never used Posher VA, so I can't speak to it. Go to the Vendu website. There's a link in my profile. You can get the free trial if you want to check it out. But go through that link and then go check out their rates, because it's going to have different rates based on how many new listings you add every month. So that's one of the things I like about Vendu is they have it priced. So somebody who's a small seller who's adding 25 new listings, say a month, that's all they're doing is adding 25 new, just a small part-time side hustle thing. They have a lower price point for that person. But if somebody else is listing 500 items a month, they have a different price point for that person too. So that's one thing I like about Vendu. And sometimes I move up and down on that scale too. I used to get $250, 250 free listings a month. And then when I backed down off my business a little bit, and now I'm on Whatnot and all that, now I have the 125 listings a month. So that's one thing that's cool about Vendu. So that's why I can't directly answer your question, how much does it cost? It's just going to depend on how much you list per month, but check out the rates there. That might help my sales. I cross-listed Posh for new items if I think that's where the market is. Thanks. Have a great weekend. Thank you, McCrae. And again, most months, and I cross-listed on 6 platforms, and this would be a pretty typical month, that 50% of my sales across 6 platforms, 50% would be on eBay, 30% would be on Poshmark. So 80% between those 2 platforms. And then the other 4 would get the other 20%, basically 5% for each of those. So to me, eBay and Poshmark have always been the big players. Mercari, Depop, Grailed, and Facebook Marketplace have been about 5% each for several months. Facebook Marketplace used to be awesome back in 2021, but those days are long gone for me. I mean, that used to be like 25% of my sales back in the day, but now in some months 30, but now that those days have been gone for a long time. So yeah, I don't know if that helps at all. I finally had my first Poshmark sale yesterday and shipped it out today. Nice, Tay. That's awesome. Congrats. What'd you ship out? I've had it for a bit, but used your link. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Dusty. That's awesome. But Cray, I hope you have a good weekend. Good to meet you yesterday. It seems fair. Give the small guy a chance. Sorry about that. Oh, no worries. People do that all the time. They get confused between Nashville and Nashville, even people who are around here. That seems fair. Give the small guy a chance. I'm not sure what we're getting at with the small guy thing, but yes, we'll give them a chance. I had it for a week and it was new. And, had it for a weekend. It was a new Andy brand swimsuit. Profited $32. Whoa, nice sale. What do you think happened to Facebook Marketplace? I'm not sure. I don't think Facebook really has a huge interest in Facebook Marketplace. They have so many different interests. I just don't think they put their priorities into the marketplace, to be honest with you. They could. They pay their engineer. I used to work with software engineers, and that was my job as a career coach, to help software engineers get jobs. And Facebook pays really well. I mean, they get some of the best software engineers in the world because they go and they pay good money. They have good benefits. People want to work there because they know it's a good place to work, and they're going to get paid really well, and they're going to get great benefits. So they get awesome engineers. But I just don't think that they are throwing engineers at the marketplace challenge. I just don't think it's important to them. I think that's what it is. I was shocked it went for asking. That's awesome. I met the platform that is cheaper for everyone, only selling 25 items. Oh, okay, yeah, Vendu, yeah. That's what I really like their pricing strategy for that reason. It allows people that maybe can't afford some of the other platforms that are more expensive. It'll say like, hey, you're listening to 25 a month, we got a price plan for you. Kind of neat. It makes it a little bit more complicated for me to answer the question when someone says, how much does Vendu cost? It makes it more complicated, but I think it's a good thing for them. I had the biggest sale so far yesterday. Sold a Miracle Suit swimsuit for $100 in less than 12 hours. Nice. A Miracle Suit swimsuit. Congratulations on that sale. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's double check coffee. Make sure I'm not behind on anything there. I feel like I got us offer. Let's see. I feel like I got an offer somewhere. Oh, maybe it was on eBay. I think I got saw a notification. I did. Got an offer on an LL Bean flannel hoodie. It's a women's flannel hoodie. It's listed for $26. I got an offer for 21. What size is it? So I got this. I think this piece is really, really awesome, by the way. So this is my eBay listing. It's LL Bean women's small flannel. I don't know if you can see that plaid. It's listed for $26 plus $5.95 shipping. But shipping might be low. I feel like that's a heavy piece actually. So I might have done that wrong. But the offer for this is $21. I'll show you the picture of it. See that plaid pattern, full zip with a hood. It's flannel hoodie. Really neat piece. It is a size small, which can be a tougher sell. Thank you so much for the chills, South Texas. Appreciate that. So what do you think? It's a $26 plus shipping item. We're right at the beginning of fall selling season, and I got an offer for $21, so $5 off. Thank you so much for the gift, South Texas. What do y'all think? Austin says, take it. Counter. Remember, it's right at the beginning of fall selling season. I have 4 months to sell this thing. 4 months of peak season to sell it. I mean, it could sell in July. You never know. Quote the Kid says, I'd take it. Is perfume something I could sell on eBay? Is that hard to ship? Has anyone experienced? I'm not sure about the perfume thing. It changed. There's some rules about the perfume thing, like open perfumes. They kind of changed it, but I'm not up to speed with where it's at right now because I just don't do that. Like yep, exactly like Tartan. Take the money. Counter, I'd take it. Take it. Unopened. I think you're good, but I'd just Google it, Tay. I'm not sure. I don't have the information on that. They've changed some things on eBay about perfume. I just don't remember where they're at. I'm assuming you could probably sell it if it's unopened. I think the changes were around the opened, but do your homework on that. You could probably just Google it. You have to check a box that is hazmat. Oh, interesting. It's the shipping I'm concerned with. Yeah, I'm sure you can find all that information. It's a common question. I would just Google it and you find it. Sometimes I don't know stuff. I'll tell you that I don't know it. Money is money. Take the money. I'm going to counter it. I'll meet them right in the middle at 23. And we'll see what happens. Well, almost in the middle. It's actually on their side. It's listed for 26. Their offer is 21. So they're getting the benefit. I'll try to get my $2 extra. If it doesn't sell to this person, that's fine. If they just, reject my offer, it's fine. It's right at the beginning of selling season. It's a really cool piece. There's not a ton of those listed. It will be fine. What did she say? Let's see. I'll tell you exactly. A chill, 5 more chills, and it says you are almost there. Send a message to invite gifters to come back. That's what TikTok's telling me to do. So South Texas, come back. You gifted me. So here's your message to come on back. She sent me some chills. Just having fun. Oh yeah, I know. Let's shake hands at. Yeah, there you go. I don't put any texts in my counter offers. I just put the money. No talky talk, just numbers. I'd counter since it's early in the season. There you go, Tam. That's what I did. I countered. I sold a chubby swim trunk yesterday in a little over 2 hours. I love this time of year. Swimsuits are selling. Corduroys are selling. Sweaters are selling. South Texas is on both platforms. I'm confused. An Englishman's handshake is his bond, like a gentleman's agreement. I love it. I love it. I'm back. AZ's here. I'm here. Thank you for the heart, me, Tay. You're number 148 member of the squad. Peak Squad is growing every day. I appreciate that. If you want to join the Peak Squad on TikTok, you just click the little thing right next to my name. We got Hunter in with an order over on chris@peak.com. Thank you so much. We got 3 items here. Okay, so we got 2 bags of whole bean. Wait, let me get this right. It's all regular grind, sorry. 2 bags of the medium roast and 1 bag of the light roast. Do we have that right, Hunter? Ground, 3 total bags, 2 are medium, and 1 is light. We got it. Nice. We'll get that packed right up for you. I appreciate you so much. Get it packed up. Big dose of gratitude for you. Of course, a thank you card for everybody. Somebody wake up Bezos. He's taking a nap on his yacht. How many items in total would you say you have listed? 440, I think. 440. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll grab it. 440, I think, is the number. All right, so we got you. Oh, we need 2 of these. 2 mediums. Here's the order. 2 medium roast ground, and then we got a light roast ground. Awesome order. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one. This is a return business from Hunter, my friend from St. Pete, Florida. I'm trying to place your address too. I'm looking at the address. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm trying to remember what part of town that is. I remember, I know it all starts at, it's like 1st Street, 2nd Street. It's kind of a mix of it all. So it sounds like you're north of all of that. What's the main road like before 1st Street? It's like 1st, 2nd, but what's the one that's like right before 1st? It's like, it's not Main, but it's something like that, right? I know my St. Pete a little bit. How many items is it? Coffee is flying out today. It's fair trade. It's organic. That organic means, the beans are taken care of, right? And that's an important thing. But the fair trade thing is underrated. That means that the people who are growing the beans, who are harvesting the beans, who are transporting the beans, like those people, those farmers are taken well care of. And that's not true in all coffee. In fact, most coffee is not. They buy the coffee for so cheap. And it's like commodity pricing. It's not a relationship with the farm. The big companies, they don't care about those farmers in these small countries. Remember, coffee is coming from places, it's 99.9% of the time rural places in countries that are like 3rd world or underdeveloped. I mean, this coffee that's going in this bag is the medium roast is from Chiapas, Mexico, in the highlands there in the southeast corner, the very farthest south point in Mexico. Chiapas is that state, the farthest south state. It's right by the Guatemala border right there. I mean, it is rural. There's not a lot of money there. These are people who really coffee is their thing, and there's not really much else. So Dynamite takes care of those people, has a relationship with them. The light roast is from Bolivia. Same thing. It's in the highlands in the western part of Bolivia. There's not a lot going on there financially, right? So they take the coffee means a lot to these people. It's their livelihood, right? And Dynamite takes care of these people, has relationships with these people, go back to them every year and buy the same coffee. They know them, and they've been working with them for years. It's a relationship of respect and care and appreciation. I think that's an important thing. They do business the right way at Dynamite, and that's who we're working with. They're a small business too. Anyway, that's my rant. Let's get this shipped out. We got coffee going to St. Pete. Thank you so much, Hunter. I appreciate your order. It means a lot to me and my small business. And just know that all along the chain here, right from this coffee that you got from Mexico and from Bolivia, those people have been taken care of. Those are small businesses, small cooperatives of farms, coffee farms. And then this small business that roasted this coffee is in Black Mountain, North Carolina. It's a small business. They have, 15 employees, and they do things the right way. They take care of their people. They're really good, awesome people. So, and they take their craft really, really seriously. I think sometimes we see the words like fair trade and we're just like, yeah, whatever. I just want the better price. But fair trade is a thing. It's a big deal. Hunter, is this the first time you're trying the light roast? We just launched the light roast about a month ago. Is this your first time with the light? Handwritten thank you note. Thank you. 4th is the main. We are on the bay side of 4th. Gotcha. So 4th meaning the north-south road. I was thinking more of the, I was probably saying it wrong. I was thinking more of like the roads that are running east-west, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Isn't it? Maybe it's Church Street, then 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Is that right? Maybe I had it wrong. But you're on the bay side of 4th. Nice. One is with the nurse. I have over 750 items on Poshmark, and some sizes don't even make one sale. I had some days this summer where I didn't make one sale. I probably had, I'd say 3 days like that over the summer where I did not make one sale. So it happens to me too. I'm not immune from that sort of thing. Gotcha. Avs go east-west, streets north-south. Cool. I knew I was missing something. I'm a hack over here. I know just enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be smart. All right, we got you going out the door. You got a shipping confirmation in your inbox. Hunter, I appreciate you. Whether you're on an Ave or a street, yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for supporting my tiny little business. Thanks for supporting Dynamite's small little business with this purchase. And thanks for supporting these rural coffee farmers, both in Bolivia and Mexico on these. Remember, all these coffees are single source too, meaning the coffee, the beans are all the same beans coming from the same farmer. That's single source. We don't talk about that in coffee enough too. You buy a lot of coffees, it's not single source. And I'm not going to name some of these big brands because I don't want to talk ill of anybody else's business. But these big brands that you probably associate with premium coffee, a lot of them aren't single source. Most of them aren't, meaning they're buying all these different types of coffees and strands from a whole bunch of different farms in a region. It's spread out across the whole area of the country. And they just mishmash all those beans together, throw them in the roaster, and then grind it up. And 4 months later, it shows up at the grocery store, and you buy it from them. It's just a different experience than this fair trade single source, or sometimes they'll use the term single origin. So the coffee is coming from one farm. There you go. Greed is a big thing. You're right. I'm sure they are hard workers. Absolutely. I mean, the co-owner, Patrick of Dynamite, literally delivered the coffee here that some of you are drinking right now. He delivered it because Todd, the delivery driver, was on vacation. So they have one delivery driver that drops off the coffee at the local businesses around here. So Patrick jumped in the van. It's a solar van, by the way. So, but jumped in the solar van and delivered my coffee. And he came and he got a tour of Chris at Peak Enterprises, Chris at Peak headquarters here. It wasn't a long tour, by the way. Now I got some time. Nice. Welcome back. Thank you again, Hunter. I really appreciate it. Do you go over your labels with tape for protection or not needed? I don't, Margarita, because I print on, I can't show you one of those. I print on these, like thermal. So it's not ink. It's like thermal is like burnt on basically. So it's not ink. It won't smudge. It can get wet all at once. These cost 2.5 cents each. I use a printer called IDPRT. The exact printer I use is linked in my profile. I've used this printer for over 2 years now. It's put through thousands and thousands of labels through this printer. It never has any issues. I think right now it's probably on sale for Amazon for like $90 or $100. And you'll never have to use tape anymore. So you'll save money from putting tape over your labels. You won't have to buy ink because it uses no ink. It's thermal. There is no ink involved. So nothing can smudge. You don't have to use tape. You just buy those labels. They're like 2.5 cents or 3 cents each, and you slap them on the package. So it's actually cheaper to use thermal than it is to use like tape and paper and ink. It's cheaper. It's also way faster. So it's kind of both things. You'll save time and you'll save money by using thermal. Taking my 13 with my cardio bag to Habitat in 6 minutes. She's got it down to the 6 minutes. Let's go, Thrifty Duckies Jen. Get you some stuff. Let us know what you find. I hope it brings you some good luck. don't know. I ever drink other coffee after having this. Had some at the restaurant. It was awful. Carolyn, we have a hard time drinking coffee out and about too. Like the drip grind coffee at a lot of restaurants just tastes like, I don't know, burnt beans to me oftentimes. Coffee from farmers to your cup. I like that. Yes. That's what I love the most. The summer seasonal rotating coffee. So this peak season, every season you're going to have a different bean from a different part of the world, because remember, beans are grown in different regions of the world. In different regions, those beans are going to be fresh at different times. And that's more important even with the light roasts, because you're not roasting them as much. They're roasted less time. So you want there tends to be a gentler bean that's used for light roast. So you want them fresher. So this is the Bolivian summer roast that we have right now, but it's going to switch to a Honduran fall roast, because that's when the beans, are going to be more fresh in Honduras, in the area that they get them from, because it's all obviously different regions are going to have their crop is going to be, ripe, so to speak, at different times. Ripe and fresh. Never seen so many people wanting to go in. Oh, you're like outside. Oh, waiting outside, and now there's like 12 others here. Interesting. Is there like a sale or something? Like dirty wet socks after golfing in Florida. Yeah. Thank you for that. Ugh, gross. We try to go to restaurants around here for when we do go out for breakfast that are getting good local coffee. We try to go to, including places that carry Dynamite. We try to do that too, because then we know it's going to be good coffee. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yuck. Not that I know of. Interesting. They just heard that you were going to be there, Jen. They're trying to scoop you. Printed my first shipping label through that printer last night. Printer did great. Nice. Did you get the IDPRT, David R? Good morning, Bobby. How are you? Not that I know. Yes, I did. Cool. It's a great printer. It's a workhorse. I have one from another brand that's in my closet right now that I used to have, and it's twice the price. And this one's every bit as good as that one. I've used both of them. Those big national brands that everybody likes to talk about. You can pay twice as much, but it's going to be the same amount of printer for double the price. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you supporting. By buying stuff through my links, it gives me a little bit of kickback, and every little bit helps. It's a little bit does help. Holding my head for sure. Holding my head up for sure. We'll send in positive vibes. Send in positive vibes if you need them. If you don't need them, Bobby, I'm sending them anyway, and then you can just pass them on to somebody else. But hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. All right, we're all shipped out. Let's see what happened with this eBay offer or this counter offer. Maybe nothing. Nothing. No response. Let's see if we got any Poshmark offers. Nothing active. Okay. I can go home now, so I'll be posting like crazy. I tried to print my first label this morning, and it didn't print right. Got to figure out what I did. Tam, which printer did you get? Not the same printer that you have. Gotcha. Sorry. I might not be able to troubleshoot for you then. Not that I would be much help of a tech troubleshooter anyway, but I'll try. You might say some of these small villages have nothing. They rely on fair money. Have you noticed people who have nothing give the most? It's not what they have, a lot. Exactly. Yep. When you don't got much, when you get a little, you really appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, these small villages, these are rural places. Chiapas, Mexico. I mean, you've probably never even heard of Chiapas, Mexico. That is rural. It is, yeah, and they grow coffee. It tends to be in high elevations, like tropical high elevation climates. That's where coffee grows best. Well, typically tropical high elevation climates, there's not a lot of population there. There's not a lot of work there. There's no office buildings, right? There's no factories and stuff up in these mountains. They're really like jungle type areas in a lot of places, right? So you're talking about the tropical high altitudes. It's not a lot of money there. There's not a lot of opportunity in those places. Coffee is it. And so I respect that Dynamite does the fair trade and does take care. And you should hear the folks at Dynamite talk about the relationships with these farmers and talk about how much they appreciate these farmers. These farmers, some of them will come up and visit them here in Asheville. They'll host them at their house and stuff. We're talking about legit relationships with farmers, like really taking care of people. And there's one farmer, I forget which coffee it is, but Andy, who's the co-founder of Dynamite, has been working with this specific farmer, this family, for 12 years. And he says he visits them once or twice a year. And this farmer comes up every couple of years and visits too. And this has been going on for 12 years. They've been in business, total Dynamite, roasting coffee for 15 years. I mean, it's just cool. It's just, I mean, it's the right thing to do, but it's also cool. And it's fun to have like those two very different cultures connecting and stuff too. Polono Thermo. I've never heard of that one, Tam. How much did you pay for it? Probably not even electricity. In some cases, yeah, that's all. Yeah, I would imagine that's true for sure. Good morning, K-Way Shop. What's up, buddy? It's a little early for that sort of thing. No? Yes? I don't know. I'm not judging you. It's noontime. So I guess I can't judge you. It's high noon. It's 12:01. 12:01. Carol Ann's in the house. K-Way's in the house. All right, we got a couple more orders. Let's put these outside. We got 3 coffee orders now going out. I appreciate y'all. We just got coffee yesterday. It was roasted yesterday. It's all fascinating indeed. But he is like part of the family there. Yeah, I mean, you think about how important Andy and Dynamite Roasting is to these farmers in Chiapas, Mexico, and Bolivia, and in Honduras, right? Like these relationships, they're so important. And same thing, like Andy's business is, him having those same coffee beans that are, high quality, and having those every year so that their customers who fell in love with this coffee, so they can continue to bring this coffee back year after year, is really important to Andy too. So that when you have a business relationship that runs that deep, that's just cool. I mean, I think that's what business is all about. I love that kind of stuff. I haven't done well when I've worked in big organizations. It always just didn't feel right to me. When I worked for the state and universities, there's something about it that never really quite felt right. I liked working in education. I liked educating. But there's something about working for a big state organization that just never felt right for me. And then the same thing when I worked for a small tech company out in Denver. I liked that. I mean, we had like maybe 100 employees. I liked that. But then we got bought out by a big corporate entity, and it just didn't feel right anymore. It just felt disconnected and weird. And I don't like that kind of stuff. But I like working with Dynamite. I like hanging out and talking with y'all. To me, this is what business is all about. I'm literally putting handwritten thank you cards into people that I know who are ordering stuff from me. This is like the type of business that just resonates with me. And it's not a judgment on anybody who does other things. Kim works for a corporate company. They happen to be a really good corporate company. And they take really good care of her. But for me, this just makes so much more sense, shipping all this stuff out to you, working with Dynamite right up the street, going to visit their roastery, talking to Todd on the front porch every Thursday when he comes and delivers the coffee. Like, I like that. Way to put this stuff outside.
And so, that's what I would say just right now. We have more students that are interested in working with the LGBTQIA communities. That's of my interest. And then we do, students who are interested.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I grew up in business. I worked for a Greek family. So I worked for 3 brothers, Chris, George, and Teddy. And Chris's wife, whose name I'm not remembering right now, but Teddy, George, and Chris's parents, Sophia and Nick, worked there too, right? And I was part of the family. I went to their house for holidays and stuff like that. That's how I grew up in business, was working for a Greek family. If you know Greek folks, right? Like, family is really important to them, and they really stick together. That's just part of that culture. And they invited me into their family. I worked for them, but I was part of their family, which also meant we had like family fights and stuff, and I was involved in all that crap. But I like that, right? And they had people who would come back, like small town business, and these people would come back day after day, week after week. You build a business like a restaurant with local people, and you develop regulars that come back week after week. I like that kind of stuff. That's how I grew up. It's just like, that's just in my business blood, so to speak. To me, the corporate stuff doesn't make sense. Working for the state just doesn't feel right. I've done it. Would I do it again? Sure. Would I rather do this and ship stuff for you? Yep. Talk to the postal worker, every morning that drops by, or the 4 or 5 different ones that cycle through. Working with Dynamite, I don't know. I like this stuff. I'm on vacation, so it's never too early for drinks. You're on vacation? Weren't you just on vacation like a week ago? How many vacations does K-Way Shop go on? Where are you on? I didn't know you were on vacation. Where are you? Don't you have a whatnot show tomorrow? What's going on over there? Chapas area is the best coffee in my opinion. Yeah, I think so too. That's why we drink it every day, and that's why we ship it to y'all. We think it's awesome. All my trips to South America are worth it if you like the coffee. There you go. My husband went to Mexico for 3 months and it was very humbling. Kim and I talked about, actually, we've talked about this on and off over the years about going to like an immersive, experience, like where you go and live in Mexico and learn to speak the language and learn the culture. There's this place in Guadalajara that like offers this experience, and we talked about doing that a few different times. We know some people who have done it. And I really like Mexico, by the way. I love the Mexican culture. I've been down there a couple of times and been to real places like Tlaquepaque, like in Jalisco, Guadalajara. Like I like that, like real Mexico. I've never been to like Cancun or stuff like that, like fake Mexico, like Americanized Mexico. Do you tip in coffee beans? No. Opa, exactly. I know some other Greek words too. Most of them are swears. I don't know any of the good Greek words. When you work in a restaurant and you work for with a Greek family, there's a lot of swearing in all languages. A growing concern. It's a fascinating idea, but it was like part of a growing concern. Yeah. Definitely pick me up on the way. I tell I'm ready. Okay, wait. What's this vacation you speak of? I didn't know you were going on vacation. I had no clue. Good morning, Flipper Picker. Does this mean no whatnot show tomorrow? I have to check the schedule because he's not in the chat. Good morning, Flipper Picker. Let's see, K-Way tomorrow. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. I'm confused. Is he actually on vacation or is he just saying that? Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. whatnot show. I'm confused. Persnickety Flips is in the house. Oh, I looked and the printer was 99. There you go. But Tam, you already got a printer, right? I'm confused. Which printer was 99? Maybe doing whatnot from his hotel. Oh, maybe. It was like a one-day getaway. Oh, okay. He said it's a quick vacation. It's like a one-day. Gotcha. Okay. I'm out of touch. I'm out of the loop. Okay, it was $99. That's about what the IDP-RT costs. I'm curious, what made you go to the Palomo? I've never heard of that printer. 929 Sports, thank you for liking the live. Good to see you. I think we're gonna log off. I'm gonna get some stuff. Listed. And what am I gonna focus on? I gotta spot clean a couple items, including that Robert Graham that I showed you. And I'm gonna get some short sleeve shirts and some long sleeve shirts listed. I'm gonna rip through a bunch of those real quick. It was on his live last night. Gotcha. Reviews. Okay, cool. Well, everyone, thanks for hanging out this morning. I had fun. Appreciate everybody coming back for more. Meta, our new friend, Mother Nature Show from London, joined us 2 days in a row. So thanks for following and subscribing over on YouTube yesterday and coming back for more today, and for just being so engaging and hanging out in the chat. And thanks to everybody, whether you've been subscribed yesterday or you subscribed 3 years ago or somewhere in between. I appreciate it so much. We'll do this again next Monday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be on Facebook. We'll be on TikTok. We'll be on YouTube. We'll ship out orders. Hopefully a good weekend of sales. I hope it is. I hope you have a good weekend of sales too. If you're out and about sourcing, garage sailing, estate sailing, thrifting, whatever it is that you're doing, I hope you find some cool stuff. Hope the sales roll in. Can't wait to hear about all of that Monday morning. We'll share some coffee. We'll hang out. Peace, everybody. I'm listing 5 items tonight. I will. I got you. Brian, I know you can do it. Thank you, Mother Nature, sending it back your way to OG on his way to Orlando for a day. I cannot imagine Well, I'm glad he's taking a vacation. I can't imagine how hot it is in Orlando right now. It's 91 degrees in Asheville. It's going to be the high today. It's crazy. It doesn't even make any sense. Have a great weekend, Angel, Flipper Picker. Have a great day. Thank you, Laurel Creek. Appreciate your order today, too. It means a lot to me. My friend up in Banner Elk. Thanks for the tips and tricks. My pleasure, Groovy Grabs. Thanks for hanging out. 929. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Flipper Picker, birthday is tomorrow, so I'm thinking of a quick day trip, too. Good idea, K-Way. Don't go to Orlando. Go somewhere where it's like nice. Come to the mountains. Come hang out in Nashville, even though it's still going to be hot here. Sunday, it's going to cool off. Tomorrow, it's going to be hot, too. Maybe doing whatnot from his hotel room. All right. I'm ordering it on sale for $79. Thank you also for ordering labels and bag. Awesome, Margarita. Awesome. I think you're talking about the printer. Hope you have it. Bye, Chris. Appreciate it, Kit Kat. Thank you, Flipper. We'll see you Monday morning, 9:30. Happy weekend, y'all. Happy Friday. Peace, peace.